Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents our Saturday night game of Gooey Re-Incarnate. Before we jump into tonight's game, I would like to do my typical shout-outs. First and foremost is Roll20, which allows us to share that map that's in the middle of that screen there for you, and keep our players somewhat situationally aware of their surroundings during combat, or other encounters. Our other shout-out I'd like to give is to Hero Forge. Hero Forge is a website set up to make custom miniatures, anywhere from fantasy to sci-fi. You can throw a little western in there if you want. You got some mounts you can put on there, or animal companions, you name it. If you're a subscriber, you can turn around and make a digital version that you can use in your digital games, such as on Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, or Foundry. There we go. Last but not least, as far as shoutouts are concerned, is Gooey Cube. Gooey Cube is the world that created Zyathe, the people that created the world of Zyathe. It's a D&D style world that has been created by the company and expanded upon by the community over the last several years. Recently, they just sent out their Darkenhaven box set. They had a Kickstarter not too long ago. Let's see, they just had a contest with Alphinius being kidnapped. You go to their website and check them out. You can see what they've got available and what's coming up. And if you want to be a contributor, I'm sure there's a way to do so as well once you get there. Let's see.
There is. I'm working on mine.
We might ask you what that's about here in a second. All right, so sponsors. Before we go too much further, we have two sponsors. First and foremost, of course, is W Energy. They are a good manufacturer practice certified product that is formulated to give you focus without jitters or crash. It has no calories, no sugar, and no fillers. If you use the code ROLLHITDIE at checkout, you'll get 10% off your purchase. You can find them at w.gg. Oh, okay. Second we have is Humble Bundle. It's a website that sells games, ebooks, software, and other digital products. Their mission is to support charity while providing you with awesome content. Use the same code ROLLHITDIE to let them know where you heard about them from. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Scott mentioned something before we got started tonight that they have on their site that might be interesting to get.
They've got the Masquerade 5th edition. There's probably between 20 and 30 books, and it's between $20 and $45, I think, to get all of it.
Not a bad deal. Just don't forget, if you go and get that yourself, to go ahead and throw out that code to let them know that Scott's the one that sent you. Alright, let's see. Last but not least, if you're watching us on Twitch, we have a bio down below. Gives you a little idea about us. Down there is two links. One is to Extra Life, which is the most important, of course. Takes you to their website and allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. The other link, of course, is to our website. Marcus has been working on. Got tonight's game information's in there. Our Sunday night bi-weekly we had for a little while is in there, as well as a shop. If you go to the shop, you can get some swag. The swag could be mugs, rugs, shirts, you name it. Have the little symbol in the bottom right-hand corner right underneath Scott there, or the one right behind Marcus's head as he moves to show us. There's also some from our previous games, like our Mutants and Masterminds game, or our previous Vampire the Masquerade games. So go check that out. Last but not least, as far as Twitch is concerned, down below by the chat bar is a bubble. And we call that a chaos bubble. The longer you watch us consecutively or join us in raids, you will gain points. Click on those points, earn those points, and you can spend those points to cause chaos in any of our D&D style games. Well, pretty much at this point in time, I think any of our games has something you can spend points on. You click on that little bar and it'll show you what we got. I've already swapped them over to what tonight's game is. On our Wednesday night, it's just adding or subtracting from a dice roll, and on our Monday night game, it's causing, I think it's actual chaos, or what was the other part? Something with the environment. So anyway, click those points, spend those points, and have some fun. Let's see. I think that's it as far as any of my announcements are concerned. I don't think... Yeah, well, Josh might have a little bit of a shout-out he might want to throw
out. Yes, actually. Me and, well, a former dragon, we are bringing Trailer Trash Theater back. Last week we watched Meth Gator. This week we are watching Shoot 'em Up. And basically it's a movie about a mob boss trying to I'm sorry, a former senator mob boss that is after a baby because he wants to harvest its bone marrow.
That's very nice.
That's what the movie's about. So yeah, we post every Sunday. We post every Sunday. Watch us. Find us on all the social medias: Facebook, Twitter, uh, YouTube, Rumble. We're everywhere. We're here on we don't and we also stream here on Twitch also, but it's real late at night when we do it.
So,
But yeah, Trailer Trash Theater.
so it's a senator, gangster, whatever, trying to catch a baby. Is the baby like, baby's day out kind of baby, or is it just an actual baby somebody else is trying to protect?
No, it's got oh Lord, what is his name? Let's see, shoot 'em up. Let me bring it up. It's a 2007 film, actually. It's got Clive Owens.
Oh, okay. I know which one it is.
That
Yeah,
plays
it's,
the main. Yeah,
it's the one where he sticks the carrot in the pistol and
yeah.
yeah. All right.
The main villain is Paul Golami. How do you say his last name? He's the main villain in it. That's after him. So
I have seen clips of that. I figured it'd be definitely hilarious. It was like Baby's Day Out with a bunch of gangsters chasing him down trying to get him.
well, there's a prostitute and him, and then there's people after him, and they're trying to save the baby from having its bone marrow harvested.
All right. I think that's it as far as any other announcement stuff. Oh no, there's one more. We are planning on doing a game day thing on November 2nd. As of right now, we know we have for definite 2 games: is the Star Wars and the Warhammer. The third game is still technically up in the air, but if it falls as it is, we'll just come back and do an episode of Gooey Re-Incarnate on that time slot. So join us on the 2nd. Watch us play all day, but be sure to click on that link and go give to the Children's Miracle Network at that time as well. I think that's it as far as any announcements. So we'll go ahead and jump into tonight's game of Gooey Re-Incarnate. Let's see. Austin or Bobus, do either one of you want to give kind of a rundown of how things went last session?
We finished the dungeon, and the ghost went into walls, got something, didn't tell us because he's an asshole, and left.
Y'all were completionists.
Oh,
Yeah.
elementals try to drown us. We beat the elementals up.
You
And
fought a wraith.
No, we didn't. We beat up a wraith.
We killed a
Yeah.
mimic.
I mean, come on. Can't call that a fight. Oh, look, a wraith. All right, he's dead.
And the Rev has a new friend.
Yeah. Yes. What did we say his name was again?
I
Hey,
don't
you.
know.
Dollar Flow. That's his name.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
There.
and we're gonna
Go ahead
seek
and
out
draw you a card there, Scott.
magic items so we become intelligent.
Oh, God. As long as it doesn't become a bard later on down the road. They've got a plant on one of our previous games. Was it Yeah, it was the Dungeons and Veterans game, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's one of those, you get a potted plant, you plant a plant in it, it grows to be a sentient plant, like, Feed Me Seymour. So they started tacking all these magic items on it, including giving it a magical instrument, a hat of disguise, and some other items. So it made itself look like a halfling and decided to be a bard.
Well, we didn't have a bard or any use for the other magic items.
Yeah, so they gave it to the plant. And the plant didn't stick around. It went and traveled with another halfling and became a bard. So now, in the Earth realm, I guess is the best way to put it, there is a plant that's sentient, looks like a halfling, and is apparently somewhat of a famous bard now. So them kind of shenanigans. Well, I mean, hell, in your game we had the Wampas. I mean, what was his name? Wampus. It was Wampus.
Wampus, yeah.
It was a baby Yeti that we started putting fucking magic items on that my character, the Goliath Bard, decided to save from being slaughtered with the rest of the young Yetis in a cave. And started tacking on fucking magic items on him too. There's nothing new for this game with these people. They always find something and start putting stuff on it. Anyway, yes, you have Dollar Flow now, a little humanoid shaped. For those who've watched what the hell is it? Hellboy, he looks like, or it looks like a tooth fairy-ish type creature. You know, the round head, little beady eyes, and the sharp teeth in the mouth. Not necessarily got the wings yet. Or no, he did actually start to develop wings, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He was evolving as we looked at him.
Yes, well, mainly because of what you put together to create this homunculi. Alright, you guys were in the dungeon and you're making your way back out. Let's see. You went down at... Did you go down at night or did you went down... Yeah, you went down at night. You ain't been down there long, and it was a quick fight, pretty much, for the most part. No, you did. You took a rest while you was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So...
Then we came back.
As you... No, you actually took another rest, I thought, while you was in the
Oh,
dungeon.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, yes.
After you
yes.
defeated the Lich.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you come back out of the grate, and as you do, the sun is rising.
I need a nap.
Okay.
What would y'all like to do?
I'm going back to the horde to the hoe house.
Yeah, wander back.
Yeah,
To Lucky's. I think it's what we named it, wasn't it?
Nope.
Well, what do we name it?
Something with bones.
Boners.
No.
Boners.
It was something. It wasn't
Boneyard?
boners. It was like boneyard or something like that, or the boning yard, or I don't know.
The boneyard sounds good.
Yeah, the boneyard. We'll go with the boneyard.
Last time you guys were topside, Russ discussed things with the inspector. I don't recall whether you guys set up anything for like work orders or anything like that.
We still have to go talk to a few of the guilds.
We sent one of the prostitutes, the bottom bitch. What was her name? Let me scroll up.
You're not talking about Smooth Hands.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's who it was.
Yeah, the one who rolled up an actual name that worked for the profession she was in.
Right.
All right.
She's the one that we sent to go get estimates and get like what we got to pay on, stuff like that.
Okay, so as you guys come topside, there is a little bit of commotion going on outside the front of the building. You notice a couple groups of men standing out in front, just milling about, talking to each other. When I say commotion, I don't mean like it's an issue. It's just you hear this early in the morning a bunch of men talking outside the front of the establishment.
What did they say?
I don't know. What's your perception?
Well, actually, I was just going to go up to them.
My passive is 20, but if you want me to roll.
My passive is 18.
Oh, fine. It's just conversation about why they're there. They're complaining about being up so early. Russ starts floating closer to them, and I need to roll
Hello?
some dice. Yep. Give me a second to bring up a dice roll to see what happens. What the... Alright. This is getting ridiculous. I gotta press and verify that I'm human to switch from one page to another on the same page, same website I was already on. Oh, I gotta do it again. Apparently, pressing and holding didn't register enough that I was human.
So you're a robot?
All right.
He's AI.
Let's. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's not letting me log into D&D Beyond.
Oi.
Access to this page has been denied because we believe you are using an automation tool to browse websites. Really?
How dare you?
It's called my finger. I was just on the page. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Reload the whole page, and see if it'll let you go back to Roll20.
No,
Or D&D, is it D&D Beyond, or
yeah,
what is it?
D&D Beyond.
There's your problem.
This is ridiculous. What the hell? I get the check mark stating, okay, good, you held, and then it does. Please try again. I was just on the goddamn page. Pardon the language, folks. Just gets a little frustrating when things don't work out right.
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's try this. You know what? Let me see if I can bring it up underneath a different friggin' thing. No, because if I do that, I won't be able to roll dice for you.
Huh.
Is it doing it to you too?
No, I was fiddling around, just looking at a couple of my older characters, and one I landed on has a 28 passive perception. I was trying to figure out how the hell I did that.
Jesus. You don't even need to roll. You just need to, you can devise the nature of the universe with that.
Apparently, it's a ranger bard. How do I know that?
Let's just do this. Alright.
Oh.
About 3 of them take off running as you come closer, Russ.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanting to know why y'all are here.
One guy stands up. We were asked to... Who are you and what does it matter? What are you?
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yes, I just wondering. I mean,
Remind me to Dr.
the owners
Pan,
of this, the owner of the establishment is coming. I just wanted to check out what y'all are here. Are you all here to help rebuild?
We were asked to be here to give quotes, I suppose, and look to see what needed to be done, or actually discuss the...
Yes. Good. Well, Reverend?
I will saunter on over. And what can I help you with? Who are you? Why are you here?
These are the craftsmen.
Are you trying to tell me that that's the owner to this place?
Yes.
Correct.
Reverend, why don't you show them around and tell them what you would like to have done?
Gotcha. I will. Come with me, fella. Come, follow me. And I will take them around. I will show them the back, where the burnt areas. I will show them, like, this here's mold. That's gotta go. Like, just,
Mold? What do you mean mold?
I need this replaced. I'll walk him through everything. I'll walk him through everything that Bobus is wanting to do with the cooling system and like electrical, what he needs put in, things like that.
Okay, you mentioned electrical and cooling and all that. And this guy looks... And there's like 3 people that follow you. The rest of them stay outside. And the confusion on their face is obvious. They have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Listen, you don't have to understand. I just need you to do what Mr. Bobus needs done.
Then who's this Mr. Bobus and what does I mean? Why is he not with us?
Just a moment. I'll go get Bobus, bring him back.
What you need,
He-
boss?
He's the architect. Tell him what you need
The
to
fuck?
install the electrical system and the cooling system and
So first we have a
Oh,
ghost, then we have a kobold. Now we have a friggin' golem that talks.
we're an
I
essential
am
group.
not a golem.
We're a diverse group.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not
Yes,
with them.
You're a very strange group. But
but I'll run them
your
through a
gold
quick
spends
little.
just the same as anybody else's, I suppose.
Hmm.
Uh, Tell them quickly about the electrical grid and how it needs to be set up, and see if they're familiar with some sort of indoor plumbing. To do.
I mean, we can put you a privy right there, and you can, and then of course you get water from the well and bring it inside to wash up. What do you mean
Well, there's the
plumbing?
innovation. I'll sketch out architect plans. Would that be under tinkering, or would that fall under my painting skills? Since
Are you a painter?
I'm a painter.
I mean, if you're drawing
I'm
out
a
plans, I mean, which do you think is better, sleight of hand or your painter skill?
uh,
These guys are watching this robot, and he just breaks out a friggin' easel and some paint. Says, "This is what I want."
probably the painting skills, since I have the right tool for the job.
Yep, go for
Uh,
it. And I still can't log in. Not that it matters. to you guys.
27.
Try Firefox if you have it installed.
I
Yeah.
also talk to them about like a big sign out front, like the boneyard. Want it lighting up neon green and like flashing.
Well, that's actually easier than you can imagine. You know. To the people outside, I'm just going, so, are those your bosses in there, or... I'm just having a chat with them.
Yeah, they a little nervous to talk to a ghost, especially with angry-looking tabaxi and rabbit nearby. So yeah,
Mhm.
they'll respond, but they just seem a little nervous in the process. Yeah, we're just the employees, I guess. We're the craftsmen. We work on this stuff.
Right, I was just wondering if you worked with them.
Yeah, the boss. And yeah, I can bring up whatever I need to on this, I guess. Apparently, I won't be able to roll dice because it's not connecting to that, so that's going to be fun. But I can actually, I guess log in, grab some stuff. Alright. You want to sign
27.
Same Boneyard. Alright, so, I mean, for the basic, this whole place is a dump. I mean, structurally wise, is there something specific you want done structurally to this place? I mean, honestly, even though you've got that nice looking, I guess, bar out in the front, I would suggest a whole new remake. But I mean, I guess we could come in and try to gut it and fix it structurally somehow.
Well, are we going to buy the building next door?
I would
Maybe
love
we
to
can-
buy the building next door. That would be fantastic.
So we'll get the building next door. If you can, on the second story, create a breezeway between the two, so we can have more rooms.
So the building next door needs to be looked at as well.
Yes.
All right.
There's a slight fire the other day in there, but I think I got most of it out.
Okay. What exactly do you paint and draw as far as your thing is?
Uh, Basically blueprints or floor plans of a uh, bar slash tavern whorehouse type deal.
Okay, and what exactly? How do you explain plumbing, internal plumbing to them?
Uh, Gonna explain to them that we need a reinforced ceiling because we're going to have water towers that will allow water to flow through these uh, tubular pipes. And I'll explain what like PVC piping is and stuff like that, and how it needs to be angled and uh, with pottery of making actual toilets and running water or showers and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're completely confusing them, but they'll try to, for the right price, they'll try to make whatever the hell it is you want to make.
Okay.
So,
Well, he's the engineer. He could be with them the entire time saying, no, 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 do it this way. No, 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 do it that way.
Yeah.
so they, all three of them, start crunching some numbers. Um, Pull out a little abacus and start like moving things around. Two buildings. You want a breezeway. You want a reinforced ceiling. I mean, are we reinforcing the walls? Are we destroying and starting from scratch? Do you just want to level the whole area and build you a bigger place in this lot?
Well, that's up to the boss. How much money do we have, anyways, boss?
I'll look at the rabbit because he's the one that has those numbers.
And the rabbit's not there during your little conversation. He's apparently outside with Russ and Austin. There we
Well,
go.
outside of character, I know we have probably about 60,000 gold.
You have a pretty good amount from, you know.
Well, it's in the war chest, which we all have access to, don't we?
Is the war chest here?
It should be.
I don't see it.
I don't see
I have so much
Bovis,
stuff that comes up on my screen, so if there's a war chest, it's probably way down somewhere.
Bovis still thinks we only have like a couple thousand.
So, what is it you want? I understand we got to figure out this whole, I guess you say electrical whatever it is, and you call the other one plumbing, but I understand the water tank up on the roof. We got that. We'll figure out the piping thing later, but
If you can get me a coil of, I'll explain the, what is it, the RS 22 wiring, I think it's called. I'll explain to them what the electrical wiring should look like. You guys just make me that.
you want us to make you copper wiring.
Insulated copper wiring.
What do you mean by insulated? You want to wrap cloth around it or something?
No, it needs to be a specialized. That you're going to make me Google this, aren't you?
It's some kind of rubber or plastic.
Well, actually, original it was cloth.
The point is, these people have no idea what the fuck it is you're asking for. Plastic polymer. What? What the hell is that?
Just bring me a couple spools of wiring. I will work on insulating it and running it. Do I need to sign like become a guild member or something in order for me to work on my own house, or?
You could go down to the guild hall and apply, I suppose.
I just don't want to step on any toes.
I mean, I think there's an artificer guild.
Okay. So
There is, out of character. but that doesn't necessarily mean this guy knows for certain.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem like you guys understand quite exactly what I'm trying to go for here.
Yeah, you're coming up with these weird words. I don't understand where you're coming up with these from, but they make absolutely no sense.
Well, I just need some polyvinyl chloride hardened into like tubes.
Yeah, see, whatever the fuck that word means. Is it Elven or is it Dwarvish? Or
It's
is it
English.
Draconian? What the fuck's English?
It's this new craze that's going around. It's from the West Verdesia area.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, aside from all the weird shit you want to add to this place, do you want it rebuilt from scratch, or do you want it just try to shore up what's already been damaged?
I'll go to the group and be like, well, what do we want to do? Like, are we wanting?
You remember how many
Brand new?
rooms there currently are? Do you remember how many there were?
No.
No.
There was only like 2 or 3 sharing a room. Is how light you are on rooms compared to employees you have, quote unquote.
Would it be beneficiary for us to tear down and rebuild? I wonder what the issue is. The cost. That's what I'm looking at.
Yes. If we did a total rebuild, how much do you think it would cost us?
Complete from
Total
100%.
rebuild from scratch. Let's find out.
Just the 2 buildings.
Okay, that's not what I asked for. You know what? Let's see.
Would 50,000 cover it?
50,000 will cover way more than what you need.
Gotcha. So, I know we, for a fact, like hard gold wise, I know we have at least 30 some
Okay, here we go.
thousand, right?
Oh yeah, more than that, I'd say.
So, that's without us selling any magic items or anything like that we found. Anything like that, we have a minimum hard gold at least 30K.
I'll
So,
tell you what, I'm gonna go with I'll get you a price here in just a second.
okay.
But you have decided you want to drop it and build from scratch, right?
How long would it take?
Yeah, that's the thing. How long would it take?
If we get enough people and we work, several days, and if you guys, I guess, help out a little bit, maybe tack on 1,000 for us to bring in a caster who could, cast spells to make some of the material lighter to move around easier. We could probably have you, let's see, 3 weeks maybe.
So 21 days?
Sure, about 21 days.
That is complete from beginning to end.
I mean, we're not gonna furnish it for you, and of course that's
no,
not counting your weird stuff. But we'll have a tank up top and a valve or whatever on the end of the tank.
This is, all the, artistic flair on the inside that we're wanting, stuff like that. That's all.
That might require a better craftsman, and they can come in after we're done building the place, and you have to ask them. He turns and looks at the third guy in line. That would be you, right? How long do you think it'll take for you to... Well, I don't know exactly what they want. I guess we'll have to walk around once the building's done, and they can point out exactly what they're looking for. Do you have in mind what it is you're wanting the interior to look like?
Well, I'm not going to say gaudy, gaudy, but
I don't know what gaudy is. Is that another one of those English words?
You're going for neo brothel.
right. Actually, that would be interior decoration. That would be more of his uh uh
His
line, and he would point at the ghost.
who's
Russ.
still outside with the other employees.
Right. He would be able to tell you like what I'm wanting, what it looks like, he would be able to walk you through once it's all said and done.
All right. Well, I guess I could go out and talk with them, and sure. Looks back to the first guy you were talking to. So yeah, I can have it all built with the crew I got outside, and hopefully replace the 3 that took off running if they decide they don't want to come back and work in about 3 weeks, and then from there you can bring him in with your ghost friend for the interior decorating part of it. You do realize once we're done, this will be like the most gaudy and extravagant built place in the entire slums, right?
That's what we're going for.
Yes.
I mean, it might even rival some of the noble houses in the area. So
that's the point.
Hope you have some security.
Oh, we working on it.
Right.
We working on it.
See the skeletons with the ghosts?
No, because he did bring some more skeletons when he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
So what are we looking at?
Yeah, I'm working on that. Sorry, it's taking me a minute.
Now, the Reverend will also talk about, secret passages, stuff like that also that, just some secret little things from getting from one room to another quickly, or to check in on people, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, hold on. Apparently
Well, you want to have little you want to have paintings that have little eye holes that you can look through?
Yes. And that's a whole other source of revenue. Sometimes people just like to watch.
Sorry, whole new headache.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it ain't you. Now it lets me log into it. What the fuck? It wasn't letting me log in using my username.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yep. But now I'm... Nope. I get to the main page. As soon as I click on what I want to look at, it says, oh, please verify you're a human. Again. Alright. Yeah, I'll give you some numbers here in a minute.
Okay.
It's just annoying trying to bring it up. I had it listed somewhere, but it's not coming up for me. Let's go here. Alright, we'll go with this. That, this. No, we want it bigger than that.
Because once we can get the place established, get it in place, the building up, everything done, interior decoration, we can start like a soft opening and start generating some money, and we can work on the interior decoration, as we go.
Right. let's do it this way. Screw it. A typical house, pretty decent sized house, I guess, would run anywhere from 500,000 to $1 million. So if we take each gold is worth, say, 100. You don't have 100,000 gold. You have 50,000 gold, you said?
I know we have at least 30,000 hard gold on like right off the bat. I know we have that.
All right, so we're gonna go with 35,000 gold to do everything you're wanting to do.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see.
This includes plumbing, electrical, cooling system, all of it.
Material for it, since they have no idea how to do what you're asking for, but they will give you. They'll help you make the material you're wanting to through their craftsmen if Bobus shows them or tells them how to make it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is this acceptable to the group?
Yeah.
Or are we going to try to wheel and deal them down?
Well,
I mean, we can wheel and deal him down, but I mean, it's okay to do this.
All right, so we're gonna do a little dickering.
Yeah, we do a little dicking and see what's going on.
All right, so why don't you give me that dickering roll?
What am I doing? Persuasion?
Yes.
Since I'm showing them new skills and new architect designs, does that give him an advantage?
Are you wanting to use that as a way of payment? Do you actually say that?
Yeah, sharing, teaching them new architect designs.
Why don't you give me a persuasion roll as well
Oh, shit.
before the Reverend rolls.
Okay, 16.
Okay, so you have advantage on this.
I'm going to have you use one of my the little thingy thing, and I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, what is your new price though? What amount are you trying to ask for?
30 is 35, right?
35 is what we went with.
I'm going to go with 29.
29. All right.
If you'll take the little re-roll there. Whenever you take it, I'll re-roll here.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and roll it. I'll take.
I'll go ahead and roll. Okay.
Yep, that's the wrong person's. Disregard that. There you go.
Damn! What the fuck?
No, the robot was more persuasive.
You said 29?
29.
31.5.
So that's what? 3,500 out, or 30 or 4,000, 4.5 out, right?
It was at 35.
So it's 3,500
yeah.
cheaper.
30.
3,500 cheaper.
Ugh. Can I have that in writing?
I mean, yeah, we always do contracts before we start a job.
All right then. That sounds like a winner to me.
All right. I will have someone deliver the contract for you to sign. That'll witness it and bring it back to me. Just gotta have it written up for you. And of course, the one guy comes out and talks to Russ about. I was told you were the interior decorator. Apparently.
Really?
The little kobold fella said that you were the interior designer.
Okay.
How you wanted the inside to look like.
I'm sure this is going to be just up my alley. Okay. And so I will give him ideas.
All right. Do you guys want
so there's going to be a lot of red velvet.
All right. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to you guys made a little bit of the discussions. You get the contract signed. The guy shows up a couple hours later with a contract. Has everything written on it the way you guys have agreed to it. About an hour or so later, a guy comes in. He's got this big, best way to put it's like a tablet, but it's not a tablet. I mean, not a tablet like you guys are used to seeing. It's like scrolls all rolled up. He rolls it out on the table, puts stuff on the ends. Says, all right, I'm the architect. I was told I needed to come here and talk to whoever is in charge of this place.
That would be me.
Yeah, okay. They didn't tell me it was a kobold. That explains why they laughed when I left. So if you guys could just give me an idea what we need to put down here so I can draw out the plans for this building. I did notice it's a double lot outside, so he draws a square, almost like he can mentally figure out how big the lots are. So it needs to stay somewhat in this area, this size.
We can go as high as we want, right?
What do you mean as high as you want? I mean, most taverns and buildings are only 2 stories. How high are you wanting to go?
So the biggest building in the city is, I'm assuming, like the courthouse, like mayor's house, like what exactly is it?
It's not much of a courthouse, but probably one of the higher end noblemen's houses, about 2 stories, are just kind of wide, takes a lot of lots.
Let's go 3 stories, so we're the biggest building in the city.
3 stories. Okay, that's all right. We have to make sure the ground floor is secure. Okay,
with a storage basement area, of course, also.
So you want a basement on top of this? All right. So is this what you guys want to go with? What Bobus has just put out, or?
Yes, this works.
All right.
And then so a 3rd floor of another private rooms and all that.
They could be our rooms, the top floor.
Yeah, his office and stuff like that.
Everybody's personal room, stuff like that.
All right. So I'm not going to draw that out, but I'll let you guys, if somebody wants to actually draw that out, or give me pretty much a extra layout of how the rooms to be set. How many rooms total did you want? Actually, just tell me that.
Hold on a second. I'm about to post some pictures.
Ooh, pictures. I like pictures. Discord pictures?
Yeah, I got one in Discord already.
Where? Oh, never mind. I'm a private name. Is that your
Are you not?
kind of connection between the two, or is this?
Yeah. And then you got the 3rd floor up top.
All right. Back area for deliveries, big enough for a cart to roll into. All right. So, what are you guys going to do for the next 4 weeks?
Well, I'm going to send out a sending, see if I can talk to somebody, which I'll send you in just a moment.
All
I
right.
enjoy this.
So how's that for the,
All
the
that
main
looks,
area?
Oh, yeah.
that looks great.
Okay.
Alrighty
Hold on.
And it's 3 stories.
Yeah.
Yep.
So technically, you guys will have rooms off the center shaft, I guess is the best way to put it. You can step out and look over the balcony to see what's going on down below you, as well as stairs that lead up to hallways that lead down to the girls' rooms, as well as rooms in the bottom. I'm assuming you guys are going to have your own little, there's a kitchen, place for you guys to sit and eat away from the main lobby.
I would prefer.
Yeah, that's pretty much where the 2nd building comes into play.
All right.
You look at the breezeway. You had the.
What's in the basement?
That's where Russ will probably set up shop. So.
All right. There is a chance.
Is there a way to connect to that area underground?
That's what I'm checking. Okay, so with that dice roll, during the excavation of the ground to make your basement or your cellar, as because they have no idea what a basement is, they do come across a tunnel that is connected to that down there.
Oh, good. Yes.
To the dungeon.
To the underground dungeon area. They kind of were shocked to find it and asked you if you what you want to do with it. I mean, they can wall it off,
yeah.
I guess.
No, it's ours.
Okay.
No, it's all right.
It's ours too.
Huh.
So yes, you now have a however you want to lay out the basement, like workshop or whatever you want to do, but you have a secret entrance to that dungeon that you guys were fighting in. All right, so
Should I run plumbing then from the lake into the house instead of having the water tower?
well, no, because you still got to have pressure. The water tower is what creates the pressure to come down into the rest of the building, right?
Well, I can build a.
Now, question: you
Yeah.
doing separate individual bathrooms, or are you doing like a big internal like bath? A room that's just a bath, like a Japanese style bath,
I imagine the bottom would have something like that.
and then you'll have like the actual flushable privies. That now you do have access. Since you have access to that tunnel, you have access to dump the
Waste
sewage
and all that.
waste into offshoot of a sewer line. I guess is the best way to put it.
Right. I imagine the bottom would have like the big like sauna like Japanese style like bathhouse kind of thing.
Yeah, and of
And
course,
then-
being that the facility you are, it's not going to be like a he and she. It's going to be a group.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And maybe on the second floors we'll have like the college showers. You ever been to a college dorm?
yeah.
That
Wait,
have their
you mean individual bathrooms?
not necessarily an individual bathroom. It's kind of a community bathroom, but they have
No,
shower stalls.
I'm thinking modern universities and housing. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I lived in a dorm that was built in the 1800s. So,
Oh, you were one of the first students?
no, but I felt like it at times.
All right. I'm going to have to. We're going to take a quick break here because I have to use the restroom. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So don't go far. It gives you guys an idea to think about what you're going to do over the next couple weeks. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Old man bladder. Whatever. So we left off. We're trying to decide what you guys are going to do for the next 4 weeks as the entire place is destroyed, rebuilt. In the process, you got a secret entrance to the underground dungeon area.
So here's the thing. We can trust for them. Now, if we go and, like, adventure, go do something, will they'll stick to the plans that we come up with, correct?
You're wanting to adventure while they're building, is what you're saying?
If we decide to do that, is what I'm saying. Will they stay
I mean, they're under
on
contract.
task? So they got to.
Yeah, they're under contract, and you know you can always put somebody in charge, I suppose.
Well, smooth hands, of course.
Yeah, Smooth Hands seems to be your second, your second on this gig here, apparently.
Are you going to teach her how to be a dominatrix?
Of course. But with that being said, like, what are we going to do? Are we going to, like, go to the adventuring guild and be like, we need an adventure? Or are we just going to, like, we're going to stay here? And
I thought y'all were supposed to be helping them.
Well,
that's why I asked, will they stay on task if we go do something?
I think the first day or two, I will be over at the guild house, showing them exactly how to make PVC and the insulated wiring for electric, and then from there, I guess go on an adventure.
I would say for at least the first week we're going to be here to kind of make sure that, like, everything goes as planned to start with. Let's put it that way.
As soon as all this crap starts happening, I go to the blacksmith and go, hey, you want some help? Because my place is too noisy.
Your place is too noisy, so you go to a place that hammers metal with a metal hammer.
Yeah, but you can go zen there.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I got some stuff you can do.
Right.
He points out that he's got, like, horseshoes and all sorts of stuff that can be made.
You know, I'm kind of better than this on this. If you give me a shot, I can make better stuff.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I've got orders for right now is the horseshoes.
Okay.
And a plow. I guess you can make a plow if you want.
Sure. Why not?
There you go. Go for it.
What rolls do you want?
Just give me your blacksmith roll. Let's see. That is not a 19, so yeah, you make a really nice plow. Hold on a second. Actually, you know what? Screw this. I'll Josh stepped away. Russ, so you take the moment at one of these times during the next few days, and you make a sending to the Death Knight creature.
Yep.
You ask to parley to meet at midnight on the night of the thing at an abandoned farmhouse about 2 miles southeast of town. The Death Knight's response is to you in a rather straight, monotoned, little raspy voice is, "Who's this, and why would he want to talk to you?" Your response, of course, is you give him your name, tell him where you're from, and mention a Stargate project.
And then one other thing.
Yeah. Then, of course, you make the comment about speaking about his wife, his child, and his revenge. His response to you, that last line, is "Revenge? Question mark. I don't seek revenge. I seek oblivion for all.
Okay. Okay. Another night, I will send another sending.
Yeah, he's. I guess from the what you pick up from his voice and the sending, definitely in a dark place, whoever he is. Whether it's from loss or from other reasons. Don't know if you were ever told exactly how long he had been here.
No. Actually, no. She did mention that.
He's been here for a little while.
Yeah.
Long enough to be strong and as a Death Knight. Probably been alive a little longer than a normal human would be because of his crew that he runs with seem to be all long-lived or dead, undead type races in some shape, fashion, form, or another. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else you can add to that.
No. The next night I'll send another sending, but that'll be the end of it.
He doesn't seem to want to talk too much.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to send in your next sending?
I'm writing it out to you right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Austin's doing some blacksmithing. He's working on a what did I say it was? Plow. Marcus, give me some tinkering rolls. All right.
How many?
I really don't know how to respond to that, Robert.
Well, I have no idea how to respond to that. So
I think the only phrase that comes to mind, in a very angry voice, he probably asks you, "Who the fuck do you think you are, Deadpool?"
yes, that would be a good response.
All right, so yeah, tinkering with 24, you have no problem creating and laying out the pipes. You definitely have internal plumbing to this place. As far as the power is concerned,
Need another?
no, you can't very well make light bulbs because they don't really exist. Unless, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and give me another take and roll. We'll see if you can use like crystals or something to make some sort of like light bulb.
Well, there's just filament and argon gas.
Yeah, what's argon gas?
There's also something I'm working on beyond these sendings. So.
Alright, so you, a little bit of magic, a little bit of crystals, a little bit of, back home technical knowledge. You are able to create a form of a light bulb that you're able to run power to. The question is, how are you powering it?
I thought before I created a
You create a power source.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we had gone through you making one or not. And
Yeah,
you
we
just
initially built.
He did that and the cooling.
That's right, because you was doing the bar.
Yeah.
All right. So using the same method, you've definitely got the place powered. The only place in the entire town that has some sort of internal plumbing and power.
I keep hearing we can charge more and more.
Yeah,
I keep hearing.
Clothing. Russ, do you work on that for them?
Yes.
For the ladies? All right.
Yeah. I'm going to be working on that. I'm also working on another minor project. I'm getting the skeletons to hold the decanter, and I'm using Magic Mouse to see if I can trigger it to say geyser and get the thing to work.
Okay, try that again.
Probably won't, but okay. I'm getting one of the skeletons to hold the decanter of endless
the
water.
endless water thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then using putting a magic mouth on him so that when I trigger it, he says geyser and seeing if that will cause this thing to activate.
Well, I mean,
it probably won't, but
yeah, I don't know exactly how well that works out.
Yeah.
Mechanically speaking.
Yeah, because I believe the decanter, I'm not sure, but I think the decanter is a tube. Ooh, no, it's not. It's not an attuned item. It probably still is not going to work that way. So I'm going to have to work on some other things. But yes, I will be...
Let's see. Decanter of endless water. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I gotta try to log in again.
Well, as an artificer, could I recreate that item to trigger when the water level's a certain spot to turn on and turn off?
You gotta be kidding me.
No,
what?
That was the idea.
No. I'm sorry. I'm just going by.
Oh, I know. I'm just messing. That way, in case your way doesn't work, Robert.
Oh, yeah. No, I have other ways of working on it. It's just going to take a little time.
All right. Sorry, the particular website I'm trying to get on is pissing me off to where I can't even get on it and do anything. It's telling me things aren't right. Nope, that ain't it either. I didn't think it was. Alrighty then. Apparently I'm not going to be able to log in because it's not registering.
Are you sure you can't use Magic Mouth to trigger a magic item?
I
don't know if
have
you should be able to.
I just Googled it and it says you can, so that's why I was.
I don't have any inspiration.
You want to use one of mine?
No, you have one. You apparently
I
let
do?
me steal it earlier, and I told you to disregard.
Oh, I thought I had... Okay, well, I will re-roll this then. Okay.
Alright, I mean, decent clothes.
Yeah, I'm not trying for anything high fashion yet. I am at Taylor 2, though.
Now, question. You're doing these by hand type deal, right?
Yep.
Could I create like an old-fashioned singer that has a little pedal?
Well, I'm sure you could.
You can give it a shot, I suppose.
I'm also teaching the two kids.
So,
Your own little personal sweatshop.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yes.
I'm going to call you Ho and you're Sing. But, yeah, you have no issue making Russ what looks like a foot-pedaled related sewing machine.
Hey, thanks, Phobos. This will make things a lot faster.
So, from what I gather,
you
can use Magic Mouth to trigger a magic item that has a specific magic word to trigger it. Because you can use it in, like, say, a trap, like a decanter of endless water to fill a room up with water. kind of thing. So you can, yes.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you looking that up.
Would the singer give him advantage on his tailoring?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. So this is just the first round of clothing. So, yeah. We just need to get them out of the rags that they were in.
Right.
Now, are we staying here for about a week or so until we're sure that, like, okay, they're going to stay on task kind of thing? And then are we going to go do something else or go, you know?
I was thinking at least the first week, especially with all the intricate things that need to be done to make sure they're done
Now,
properly.
the demolition of the building. I'm assuming, like, we're just going to just knock the low beaming, just not, we're just going to look. Can we knock anything off? We just destroy it ourselves? or
Cast a
or
disintegrate on it and
dead, all gone.
Give me a persuasion check.
All right. I am just not hitting it tonight. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the guild is required to do all the breakdown and cleanup and
Gotcha.
such. It's kind of included in the price. I'm sorry.
Okay, I get it. Or, we could just fast forward the 21 days.
I mean, it's up to you guys. That's why I was giving you the choice.
Or fast forward until everything's done.
6 one way, half a dozen the other.
Yes.
All right.
Scott, what would you like to do?
Huh?
What would you like to do?
I think Scott would like to hurry up and get done with this part.
Well, if y'all gonna keep doing it, I'm probably gonna leave because I've got nothing to do.
No. No, well, I think we all should set up, the fight club for him. So, but
I can't
But
do
no,
a
I
fight
think
club.
we need to we need to get busy with our prime mission. And so after things have settled down, Russ will approach everyone and go, okay, now that the establishment is done, can we get back to working on stopping Emo Thanos and his desire to destroy everything?
What?
Emo who?
The Death Knight.
What Death Knight?
The guy with the
The
dragon?
Death Knight that was on the dragon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You were asleep. That's right.
No,
You
he
were
was passed out.
Yep, you were passed out. Okay, there's this guy who's trying to create a device to create another apocalypse.
What apocalypse has happened here?
Half of a continent was pretty much obliterated.
How?
Now that's the interesting thing.
Here, have a drink.
Yes, sure.
Okay, good.
I
Now,
take the drink and hand it off to somebody. See, okay. You remember how we came from
Nope.
Earth?
Not anymore.
Okay, but you came from Earth. You were a wrestler, remember?
Oh, no, I don't remember anymore. You know the reason why?
Why?
It's been 15 freaking years.
Oh. It's been actually a lot longer than that. But
No, it's not. It's been 15 freaking years.
yeah, okay. Anyway.
I'm 15. And it's not in dog years.
No, it's in cat years.
Right, so I'm 15.
Okay. It seems that Earth... Do you remember a movie called Stargate?
Was that with that Disney actor?
Yes. I have no idea.
Kurt Blussel?
Yes, something like that. I don't know. But anyway,
what about
Earth created one. It came here. something happened to it. It got destroyed this world and Earth.
Oh, so we can't go back to Earth.
Right.
So that's the reason why I said I don't. Okay, I'm confused. What are we supposed to be doing?
Okay, we want to stop this guy, this Death Knight, from destroying everything.
Okay, how are we supposed to do that? He's dead.
Yes, that doesn't mean we can't stop him.
You're still not explaining how we're going to do that.
Well, we need to find out where he is getting the parts and where he's trying to put this together.
And how the hell are we supposed to do that? We gonna go ask at the corner store?
Well, we could.
Okay, they probably won't know.
No, they probably don't. But we need to start investigating.
Okay, so again, something I can't help with.
Well, I'm sure there is something you can kill and eat along the way.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
New food. I'm hungry.
Russ.
With that being said, so are we just okay? Do you have a lead? Do you know where Shady Dick is?
I don't know where Shady Dick is. I mean, finding Shady Dick would probably be helpful.
Why would that be helpful? We don't care if we get
know.
back on the other in the other place. We got a new home here. I mean, it's got pretty ladies. It's got a secret dungeon. It's got hell. It's got someplace I can piss and poop and don't have to worry about it.
Yes. You did install the litter box, right?
I don't even have to kick my feet up afterwards.
Did install a litter box.
Okay, so he might know more, but I'm not reaching out to him. You know, Fat Bastard may have known something, but, you know, we killed him. Possibly somewhere that Fat Bastard has been, there might be some notes.
Okay, so how are we supposed to know where Fat Bastard's been?
Well, we've unfortunately gone through all the basement. Where we first met him might be a possibility. There are
That
also
got burned down.
Well, that's true. Then there's also the vampires.
What vampires?
Which I'm sure you would like to kill.
What are vampires?
Are
we talking about the sparkly kind or the big teethy kind?
The big teethy kind like you killed recently. You know, downstairs.
What?
When you fought Fat Bastard. You know, he had two
that
people
wasn't
with
Fat
him.
Bastard, that was a skeleton.
Yeah, it was still Fat Bastard.
It wasn't?
Okay, do you remember the skeleton had two people with him?
Yeah.
They were vampires.
Oh, they didn't act like vampires.
No, you killed them too quickly.
They did get a chance to act like vampires.
So I have a question for you. You saying this skeleton guy is Fat Bastard?
Yes.
Then how the hell did he have a meat suit last time then?
Magic.
Well, let's wait till he magics again, and then we can kill him again, and then we can cook him again. Because last time was a little gamey.
Yes, I can imagine.
And a little burnt.
What was his name?
Fat Bastard?
I mean, I'm assuming Fat Bastard's not his real name, but like, what was his real name?
I don't know.
Bob?
You know, at some point, it was spoken. I think one of the guards may have said.
He was Lord something another.
The chef might know.
Oh, let's go ask it. Where's the chef? We haven't eaten him yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
He was still working with Mason last I saw. I heard.
Well, hey, guess what? We can give him a job at cook here.
I think we already did.
Oh, okay. So, what are we doing again?
We're going to go ask the chef what this guy's name was.
Why do we care?
You asked.
I did not ask.
I did. I'm Sorry, we had hijacked this whole game and decided to run a brothel. Shit, sorry.
I'm just
Oh, no.
seeing Russ like getting to the point. He's like, this is why I didn't have kids in my other life.
Yes. Yes.
So
This is why I never
we
had
want to
children.
go find Fat Bastard in skeleton form. No, we want to find a Death Knight in skeleton form.
Yes,
Right?
or a vampire.
Or being okay. So is this guy? You said he wants to destroy the world. So is his name Skeletor? And are we supposed to be the He-Mans?
Sure.
I think that was in the early 2000s, sometime around in that area. I would have known about He-Man.
Yeah, that was late 80s cartoon.
So
And they did some remakes, and there was that thing they called a movie.
I really hope they remake that. They're supposed to be remaking it, but I haven't heard anything in a while about it. So what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to do it? You keep saying we got to do these things, but you ain't giving us no clue how we're supposed to do it. You want me to shut up, don't you?
No, that's fine.
I can just see the ghost Russ like pinching right here on his brow, like he's got a freaking headache, and it's like he doesn't even have a
brain,
a need for it.
Brain.
Yeah, no solid brain there, but
yeah, no circulatory system, but okay.
Okay, what?
We need to start investigating. This could be we need to retrace some of our steps.
I ain't going back to that village.
That's fine.
They don't have good food there.
But
They didn't have any food there.
Well, there was that village we stopped in where you were attacked by vampires.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Actually, you were the woman you were in bed with.
You're talking about the ones that tried to set me up about biting that lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were vampires?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
That's where I got all that vampire dust from.
They're part of an assassin's guild of vampires.
Oh, that would make good assassins since they can usually go gaseous, go get into places.
Right.
Ooh, I wonder if they could teach me.
But can they be stealthy when they sparkle, though?
He said that was the wrong type of vampires.
Oh, okay.
Hey, these sparkle as they are exploding in sunlight.
Oh.
So they don't like sunlight. That is the old type of vampires. That's that bronze strokerous type.
Yes, the bronze stroker. Yes, it is the bronze stroker type.
Maybe we should get them to work here.
the bronze stroker type.
So, we could go back to that town and see if we can find out more about these assassins, since that's the town they seem to occupy.
Sure, let's go.
Can we take a boat there?
Oh, boat?
I don't really think there was a river.
How long would it take us to get there? How long would it take us to get back?
Well, walking, it took us, 3 days?
I thought it was a week.
We can get horses.
About a week, you said?
I think it was about a week.
Okay.
Because you guys...
that was us walking.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, can the mages teleport us now?
What mage?
I point to Josh and Marcus's character.
I just
kind
think
of wizard.
so.
Sorry.
My name ain't Harry. I ain't a wizard.
Let's see.
Actually, that's after your time, ain't it there, Josh?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So you have no idea about Harry.
I don't know. But wrong type of
you,
wizard.
You Gandalf in short person form. Yes, that was plenty of time frame for that.
Right, yeah. But I would remember, because I'm 96, I would remember them really shitty cartoons.
There's a whip.
There's a way.
There's a way. The only thing I remember about...
Oh, Lord, I get flashbacks when I hear that.
Frodo of the 9 fingers and the ring of doom.
Say whatever you will about them movies. They still had catchy tunes.
Yep.
Should I try my communicator, see if I can get in touch with Shady Dick, see if she has any info?
Hey, if you know how to get in touch with Shady Dick, you need to tell him to come visit the brothel. I bet he'd have a good time here.
Oh, I can contact him if we need to.
Well, let's talk. You could have talked to him the whole time.
I've been trying not to.
Oh shit! I get a head rush.
The Reverend just like throws his hands up. What the hell we been doing this whole time?
You've been building a brothel?
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like, it's that scene from like Mrs. Doubtfire, the very end. Is the whole time.
Hey, I just found out that Earth, we can't go back to Earth. So, I think I was a little shocked that you're now saying that you could have talked to Shady Dick and you never did when we were trying to get back home.
Recently, I could do it.
Let's do it. Maybe he knows.
Not all this time. Okay,
Maybe
fine.
he knows.
I will do a sending, and I will... Let me see if I can remember his name.
I'm sure it's not Shady Dick.
Shadakar?
I am going to
Shalamoose? I don't know.
let's see. I will do my history to see if I remember this guy's name.
All
There
right.
you go.
Can he get
14.
Can he get advantage because we're all sitting around trying to come up like, no, it's not that. It's more sure sound.
I don't know. With some of the comments I'm hearing, I might give him disadvantage on the roll, but no,
Yeah.
that's good.
Okay, so I will
He's like, I
get
think it's
today-
no, it's not that fucking name. Shut up. I think it's.
Silence!
So yes, with a history of 14, you're able to determine that. Yeah, it sounds like the first word they keep using. Do you know what it is, or do you want me to tell you?
Shadrick Gar.
There you go.
So, I will do a sending to Shadrick Dagar saying,
You knew this whole time?
will you please come and visit us at the Boneyard in, I don't remember the name of this town.
Wait a minute. I got to respond to that, right?
Wait.
Well, it's kind of hard to show up to a town you don't even know the name of.
Actually, before we get started on this, what's the name of this town? I'm asking one of the because I know my group doesn't know.
I'm trying to remember the damn name of it now that you started asking.
Is this Bay Mellon?
I think so.
Okay, so the sending is to Shadrick Dagar and asking,
The fuck
please
is
come
the
and
goddamn
visit
name
us
written
at the
down?
Boneyard in Baymill.
Bay Mellon.
Baymill. As soon as possible to
Kelly, we'll give him
discuss
a
the
2 for
Death
1.
Knight. And you can have a 2-for-1.
2 for 1. You get a D&E.
Baymillan.
Bay Mellon, yes. I was wondering when you was going to contact me. You've done well so far. I knew you would. Sure. I could use a treat. And that ends the his response. I probably
Okay.
put one word in there extra than what I actually supposed to be doing.
He says he'll come.
When?
Well, that all
Probably
depends
after the
upon the
2
lady
for
you hook
1.
me up with, of course.
Anyway, expect him here at some point.
So then we stay, or do we go?
I think I'm going to go haunt something for a while.
And this is how many weeks into the reconstruction?
We're probably close into the 3rd or something.
Okay, so the building's pretty much all the way up, and you're working on the actual interior
Yeah.
designing and stuff of it.
Right.
I'm going to assume you guys stayed at the hotel you were staying at beforehand during the rebuild.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
But now we got to house 20 prostitutes.
Oh, we have the dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. Let's just use the dungeon. We can set up some tents or some bed rolls and stuff like that, and we don't have to pay
Pots
for
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah, we don't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
They're prostitutes.
And
It don't matter.
skeletons can watch them.
Yeah.
And hell, you can send customers down there.
Yeah, we can start making some base money there.
Yeah, you make that comment, and somebody was like, no, I'm not going down there. What the hell? You think I'm crazy? Jesus. So 3 weeks in, you guys are working on
I
your...
forgot. I didn't ask an opinion. I said that's where you're going.
So you're on the 3rd week. This rather flamboyant gentleman walks up to the steps. Says, I'm here to work on the interior decorating. Who am I supposed to speak with?
I think,
Come on,
unfortunately,
chop. I have
that's
time.
me.
Time is money.
I think that's me.
Oh, okay. Doesn't seem any non-pulse to your appearance. So, what is it exactly we're looking for here?
Gaudy chic. Lots of red velvet.
Red velvet, gawky chic. It's weird phrase, but I suppose it works. So he starts throwing his hands all over the place,
Sensual.
and as he's throwing his
Sensual.
hands up, you'll notice images appear in the air in front of you, and he's casting minor illusion to show you what kind of ideas he might have.
Okay, I will continue with that because I can do minor illusions. And so, okay, no, more like this.
Okay, so anybody that walks into the main hall sees Russ and this rather flamboyant gentleman with their hands in the air, tweaking their illusions as they go. So something like this here. That looks great over there.
Yes, and this bed should be at least able to hold 5 people.
A bed big enough for
Circular.
5. In the front room, foyer area.
Oh, no, upstairs.
Upstairs. Which room is this supposed to be in?
Showing the, well, looking at the map of the, or excuse me, the layout, this one.
Whose room is it? Just a
Probably
room?
the Reverend's.
Okay. The Reverend's got a bed big enough for 5 plus him. Okay. And of course, we want some greenery hanging in here in the bathhouse, right?
Yes, ferns.
Ferns. That's that weird looking one, and he draws it out. And all right, so you go through that with the elaborate illusions and takes little notes here and there. It's excellent. By the way, this came for you, and he hands you a message card.
Okay.
And in what the hell? Oh, you guys are putting some on Discord. My phone's vibrating as you do it. Okay, those are some clothes. Let's see.
Yes.
Let me go back to my actual page I need to be on. There we go. Yes, a gentleman outside handed me this as I was walking in and told me to give it to whomever I was to have business with, and I'm assuming that would be you.
That's a good idea, yes.
So, written in English, not common, is
Okay.
the place looks great. Drinks, question mark, and a very halfway decent high-end tavern on the noble side of town.
Okay.
And a time. But like I said, all that's written in English.
Okay. After we're done, I'll gather everyone. It looks like he's finally arrived.
Who?
And Shady Dick.
Oh, we gonna go talk to Shady Dick, huh?
Yeah, over at this tavern, at this time.
Okay. You mean now?
You have time to get a snack.
Okay. So they serve food there?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it, Captain. Woo.
So we'll go.
Yep. Let's see. What's the name of the establishment? Shall we? Come on.
The Broken Goat.
No, this is a
They
high
said
Ladies
it's an
Hobbit.
upscale establishment.
Yes,
the
upscale.
golden goat.
There you go. You got this thing about goats, huh?
I mean, it's the Rev. What do you expect?
Well, it could be
But you know what? I like that idea. We'll go with the golden manticore.
the manticore. Dressed in our finest attire, we will go.
I don't wear clothes.
During this time, can we have business cards printed on parchment?
Sure.
The reason being is like everywhere we go, the Reverend's giving them out.
The problem is, you go to somebody that like does books and stuff. They're like cards. What are those?
Or better yet, can we get a crier, if you will, to give out flyers and stuff? That might be better.
That would actually probably work better because they don't have anything. They don't have a thing called a printing press.
Should I create one?
Anyway, I don't mean this, Hydrick. Let's go to the thing. We did that. Let's go to Shady Dick.
Yeah. So,
Shady Dick.
So as you leave, there's this young kid walking around with, like, these papers in his hand. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, "If you want to get boned, go to the boneyard," or whatever phrase you end up telling him to yell out. So
You want to get your bone rubbed? Go to the boneyard. You want to bury your bone? Go to the boneyard.
All right, so
Bone polishing at the boneyard.
Bone polishing at the boneyard.
all right, so there we go. We got this young kid, and he's got some of his friends. He's giving a little couple shillings to, and now you've got like 3 or 4 of these kids running around town, yelling out, "Hey!" One of them doesn't really quite get the phrases. It's like, "You want to get laid? Go to the boneyard. It's over in slums. It's the biggest building in town."
Biggest building in town. Cold drinks. I don't know. How would you advertise electricity? You can see it from miles around. It's lit up.
See the newfangled
Place is
magic
lit.
lighting. See their things called showers, whatever those are.
See the lights without torches.
All right, so you guys make your way to the Golden Manticore. You're probably about an hour early. It's halfway decent. I say halfway decent. It's a rather nice, extravagant building. You come walking up. There's a gentleman dressed in noble garb, I guess is best. Like the button-up jacket with the tails, and he's got the sash. What do you call it? Ascot, whatever. Yes, greetings. I'm sorry. Do you have a reservation?
Yes.
We're here to meet someone.
I understand that, but you must have a reservation. What are y'all wearing?
Shadrick Dagar
I'm
is
dressed.
who we are meeting.
You're dressed
I'm
in your
dressed-
pimp gab.
Yeah, my pimp attire. Yes.
All right, Russ, how do you look?
Like I always do, since I can't change clothes. So part of my face is missing, has been stitched up with wire and barbed wire, and
Yes. So, you said you're Shadrick Dagar? Is it you're Sure,
who you're
follow
meeting.
me. He leads you back to a large table. It's got the blue velvet chair covers. It's nice soft cushions, and a elaborate table with a candelabra in the middle of it. Tablecloth, which you haven't seen in any of the taverns since you've been here. Your server will be along shortly, and I'm assuming you're waiting for your other, the actual person who has the reservation to show up, I assume?
For
Yes.
what?
Yes. Well,
Want food?
yeah. Handle this table, please. And he turns around and walks away.
Ah, nice meeting you.
Yes. What can I do for you this evening? What kind of food would you like to eat?
What
And
you got?
do you want to start with drinks? I'm sorry.
What kind of food do you have here?
The kind you eat, sir.
Then I'll take some.
He's not used to options. I get it.
Do you have a menu?
A menu. What is a menu?
How
What
do you
are you
know
serving
what type
today?
of food you
Oh, we have duck l'orange. Duck with a little orange sauce. Served with some grilled corn. And then he starts writing off something that you really don't understand what it is. Let's see. I used to have one of these that gives me the menu.
How about this? One of the first 4 entrees. Each of the 4, just put them down.
Very well. How about drinks? I mean, I'm assuming you would like some wine, maybe a red, white.
Mead.
I'm sorry, we don't serve mead here. We only serve
Northern
wine.
mead, then.
What?
Wine.
Yes,
Have
red,
some wine.
Damn wine. That's fruity.
red or white.
Bread.
That's why I was going to say red, please. Bring him. Do you have an ale?
We have wine.
Wine?
We are not one of those style of taverns. We're a little more up class than that. So
Bring him a very strong wine.
an
in a
older wine
big-
then.
Yeah. Do you happen to have a cup that he could hold instead of a wine glass?
Yeah.
Maybe
cup.
with a
My
sippy
glasses ain't
top.
gonna work for me.
Maybe with a sippy top.
I will see if we have something as mundane as a cup in the back. And he seems a
Thank you.
little
Russ, as
standoffish with it.
as you made that remark, the middle finger came up and it burst into flames.
Sir, the candles are already lit. You don't need to light. All right, never mind. And he walks off. All right. Few moments later, he comes back with a bottle of red wine. This is the oldest vintage that we have. Apparently, I've had too much of it myself for this evening. But here you go. He puts out like what is it, 3 wine glasses, and looks at this wooden cup and just sets it down on the table, and we found a cup.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Server Man. What am I supposed to drink?
The wine, sir.
What's
That
in
right
there?
there
What's
when
in
you
there?
last 2 sips.
Bring another bottle.
Then I will bring you another bottle.
Do you
Thank
have 40th formula of a water displacement, something like the WD-40?
I have no clue what you just said.
Don't worry about it.
So another 300 gold bottle of wine coming to you. And he walks off.
Another what?
Right, you can just charge out to Shadek. It's his reservation. Remember that. I mean, Shadrick Dagar.
Yes, my
Yeah.
name is Shadrick Dagar. And he appears to be sitting at the booth next to you as you say that. You guys are a little bit early, but really didn't expect that. I expected you all to be at least 15, 20 minutes late. He looks at Russ. I'm assuming you're the reason for that.
Actually, no, I would have been here more on time, but somebody was hungry.
That was me.
And they bring out this plate to you and set it down in front of you, and there's like a piece of meat about that big. It's got all this garnish around it and some little orange sauce draped across the top of it. Hey, yo, dinner, sir, and then walks away.
Oh no! I grab them. Where's the rest,
That is what you ordered.
sir? I will only say this once, and if not, you will become dinner. Give me the rest of the damn duck.
Give me a
You can have mine.
intimidation check, I guess. Or what is intimidation now? It's just strictly a persuasion. Do we have
No, it's
intimidation?
intimidation.
Yeah, give me that.
There's intimidation, but why roll it? Do I have advantage when I flop the or do
It doesn't really matter. I'm sure you can roll higher than a 5. So yeah, you grab a hold of him and tell him to bring you the rest of it.
Oh, I can, huh?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, but you still win.
God.
He doesn't piss himself, but he does fumble and say, "But that's what you ordered. That's what we serve. I mean, I don't make the servings. I just
Mason.
deliver them
Okay,
to the
no,
table.
hey, no problem. Show me the back.
I can't. It's against.
I don't care.
Austin. When we get back home, I'll make
I
sure
came here 'cause
Mason
I was
makes you
hungry.
something. So this is your appetizer.
Here, you can have
When
mine.
we get home, and yet you can have mine.
Appetizer.
When we get home, I'll make sure Mason makes you something.
You got 3 servings in front of you.
Yeah, it's 3 freaking bites. I mean, it's not even a real bite.
I'm guessing
Yes,
the food
yes.
is not to
Shady
your
Dick.
liking there, Sir Austin.
What's that?
I said I assume the food is not to your liking.
Quantity. I haven't tasted it yet. I don't know how good it tastes. I mean, I've had some crappy things, so it's probably better than the stuff I've eaten. I mean, when he was learning how to cook, that rabbit could murder a fat bastard.
Yes, I heard about that. I'm sorry, this is not this is a portion size you are used to. It's one of those type of establishments. They
Yeah, I
like
know
the
those
artistic
type of
appearance of the food more than they do the portions. Nobles, what can you say? The wine is
Yeah.
quite good, though. It looks like you've got a very old vintage here.
No, you do. And
Anyway,
I
would you
twist
like
off
to
the
join
top.
us so that we can talk?
You said you wanted to discuss something with me. I'm just rather impressed.
Yes.
It took you this long to contact me. Figured by now you would have found some means. Oh, and
Well,
I
yeah,
do
you
love
did-
the new establishment
now,
there, Reverend.
Yes, by now, I finally did come up with a way.
Well, you have survived, which I knew you would.
You a tricky son of a bitch to find. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I mean, yes. That's kind of the point. But I see you followed me anyway. Through the gate. He kind of
Well, I
By
followed him.
accident, son of a bitch. What the hell?
he
Unintentional.
kind of cuts a sideways grin towards you when he says it. Well, I told Roderick that you were more than capable of handling yourselves. I see that I was correct. So, what is the reason you reached out to me at this point in time?
We want to know where the vampires are.
You have to be more specific, because there's a lot of
Oh,
vampires in the world.
wait a minute. It's a Death Knight that's trying to destroy the world. That's who we want to know.
Yes, the Death Knight. I kind of like it here, and it's rather profitable to, continue breathing as you were. And, of course, some of the trade I do on the other dimension is nice as well.
The other
I
what?
would prefer that... I'm sorry, what was that?
The other what?
The other dimension, the other world. The one you came from.
Russ said it's been destroyed.
It's not
Yes,
the same
technically,
Earth.
I believe it has, according to any of the writings that I found here. There's not very many writings on it over on that side. Some group called the Keepers of Nia tend to keep those pretty close to the vest. Granted, I've gotten some information from it, but there's more information on it here.
The
Anyway,
keepers
but
of
yes.
whom?
Yes, the world was destroyed several millennia back. But anyway, there's still trade. People tend to.
Hey, we need another bottle.
I think you scared him. I don't know if he'll be back to the table.
I get up and start looking
So-
for him.
It's
So
best
Strider
just-
kind of waves his hand over his side, and you'll notice a mug pop up and kind of line in front of you. That might be more to your liking. And it smells like mead.
Oh yeah, much better.
Okay.
I down it.
Thank you.
Yes, I figured. I wasn't expecting all of you to show up this evening. Just the more refined of you. But it's fine.
So, you had this mission for us. We have encountered one of his, actually maybe two of his associates.
Well, from my
the Lich
estimation, I
and
think you've
the
met
vampire.
3 of them.
Oh yes, we've met him too.
Well, you've met him and his mount. But I believe on your way here you met 3 other. Well, didn't meet 3 others. You did encounter 3 others. Of course,
Well,
there's the
we
one you
encountered the wizard, the Lich,
right,
and the vampire.
What was his name? Was it Lord? It was Lord. I wrote it down. Lord
Yes,
Remington.
Lord-
Yes, Lord Remington.
Remington.
And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, you've also ran into Valanth as well as Pendula.
Who?
Oh, that's right. They didn't actually make your acquaintance. They just happened to fly over your camp.
Oh, you mean the people I talked to?
No, I'm referring to
In
the
the tree.
dragon and the other that flew over you, that destroyed the village that you were at after defeating, as you put it, Fat Bastard. Oh, and
Yes.
you guys are very interesting with your names that you come up with for people.
Yeah, we came up with Shady Dick for you.
Yes, I heard. Anyway,
It's pretty.
are you going to drink that mead?
I've already drank that mead.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure? It's full.
Does this stay full all the time?
Well, I mean, not all the time. You drowned.
Okay. Is it gonna stay full for the rest of the night?
Once you set it back down on the table, it refills with whatever was in it last.
Okay, thank you. I get up and go out the door.
So you can put
With
that in
the
your
cup.
yes, you put that in your inventory. You have a beer stein or a ale stein of never-ending mead.
A stein of never-ending mead.
Yeah, which if you put something else in it, it'll refill with whatever that is. So you can actually change it up if you wish to. Well,
Yeah, I'm happy
that was
to-
easy enough, I suppose. So anyway, you have questions.
Well, I understand a fair amount of what he is trying to do and who he is, but where he is where his base is located and where he's getting the components.
What
I'm
is
not
he?
sure
What
yet.
is he trying to make? Is he making like a Death Star or something? Like what's going on?
A
He's
Death
trying
Star.
to
I don't realize. I don't have any idea what that's supposed to be.
He's trying to recreate the thing that caused the first cataclysm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
What-
as far as I know, it's some sort of device that cancels out magic and can possibly destroy living material. Like I said, I make it way entirely too much coin with my adventures between both worlds, and I'd rather not see that end. Plus, I kind of like this place. I don't want to see it destroyed either. And I'm not referring to the city. This city's a dump.
Well, we changing that. Don't worry about that.
Yes, I noticed. Like I said, kudos to the new establishment you've created.
Now, you had come over to this continent for a reason, and obviously the Death Knight is here, as well as his companions.
I believe some of the stones he's looking for were scattered, and most of them were found to be in this area somewhere. I don't know if he's completed the device that he's working on yet, but I do know he's collecting parts for it.
Yes. And that's partially what we need to have information on is what are we looking for?
Well, he brings up his hand and brings up an image, and you can see what looks like a blue, like crystals. Well, this is one of the said crystals. Granted, the South tend to use smaller versions in this, but he needs a large one, and in his hand, it looks about the size of a little bigger than a football. Well, let me rephrase that. A little bit bigger than a basketball. According to what I've found in the writings and some establishment that I found in the other world of yours, I believe you called it a military compound. I think that's the word that was described to me. They found these and made them into orbs and was able to shoot power through them to create the gates, which allowed them to come over and abduct those who lived here. I believe, what is his name now? Lord Draconis. Of course, I think he has a different name when he was a human. I haven't quite been able to determine that. He wishes to recreate a semblance of this device and destroy it, which will cause a ripple through the weave itself, as well as, I mean, I don't know for certain, but I do know it did shut down everything magical and darkened your world for well over 1,000 years. When I mean darken, I don't mean shut out your lights. I mean literally the whole entire world was pitch black and dark for about 1,000 years, according to the knight's writings that I have found.
Talking about the Dark Ages?
I believe this is more, well, I don't know what your Dark Ages were, but during the calamity here, not the calamity, what did they call it here? I did tell you what it was.
I thought it was the Cataclysm.
That was a Woe of Ruin, I think is what it was called.
Oh, yes, yes.
During the Woe of Ruin, we had floating cities and islands that would kilter sideways, and the cities would be destroyed, and there's a large area of our map that was literally burned and turned to a type of crystal, which is the same as like turning it all to glass, I guess is the best way to put it.
And that's the area I believe the Stargate was in. The gate.
Yes, I believe it's, well, I mean, like I said, I don't know if there's actually a gate on our end, but I believe that did connect to the gate that was on the world you came from's side.
Okay. So we are looking for one of these orbs.
Right. Let's see. You are here.
And you said that they were cast out in this area, or they shattered into this area.
Yes. There's been a good concentration of them on an island pretty much west of here. So that may be where his home base is at, but yes, I know you're strong enough to handle some of his lieutenants, and I figured along the way you would get stronger, but I don't know if you're strong enough yet to face Draconis head on, if you will. I mean, his island is surrounded by a mist, and not many people have made their way there and returned. I, on the other hand, am not going to try. I've sent spies in there, and none of those have returned.
So, is there anything else he needs that we might start looking for?
That's a very good question. The device I haven't seen any plans on. I did see some of the remnants of it. It was a matter of the metal inside was of copper, of a copper filament type thing. I think the writings that I found over in your home world was they're conduits, something like that. They're wires, and he's probably searching for some way of recreating the wires and the tubes to combine that and mix it with what is the word that you had for your electricity? Yes, he shot electricity through that on your world to actually activate them. Here, of course, I'm sure they could probably use lightning, but they need to be combined in some manner. Luckily enough, there's no such thing as copper wiring and stuff in this world.
Yes,
So
that's
Um,
very true. By the way, why do you need to know his name from the other world?
well, I just know that he came from the other world, and I did not know it. I just know what he goes by here.
Ah,
can I do like an intelligence check or history check to figure out if he's talking about like a atomic bomb or something?
Sure, give me one.
What do you want?
You can give me your history or intelligence, whatever is better. God bless, I only had one fucking drink. Yeah, it's not exactly an atomic bomb, but it's something of a similar form. You probably, what time period you say you came from? 2030?
Yeah.
2035? You've heard of bombs that were created back in the early 20th century that required two types of liquid, one clear, one red. And when the liquids combined, they created a caustic explosion that could, you know, cause a very large explosion with very little amount of liquids put together. This is kind of the same method, but it's not liquid, it's solid, and it's the energies that are being shot between the two of them that will cause the eruption.
Okay. Sort of like the Red Mercury bomb from Red 2. If you saw that movie.
Red 2. It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Two chemical compounds together.
It was also in, I think they did something similar in like Die Hard 3, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Which was where the liquid idea came to mind.
I could probably make that.
Don't.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to stop him from making it. I don't know why you would want to create it for him ahead of time.
Well, hopefully he doesn't come by.
he's just a go-getter.
I'm gonna let you guys do some discussing. I'll be right back.
So with that
Well-
being said, I mean, are we? If we can get one of the items that he needs, that means he would eventually come to us, right?
Yes.
Well, if we know where he's at, perhaps I can make some kind of fusion bomb and send it to where he's located. Just a thought. Send that in first, blow everything up, and then we go in and
So we know his location, but it's shrouded in mist, and nobody ever returns when they go there, right?
Right.
So, and then we know that he needs we don't know what all the items he has,
Right.
or do we know all the components he needs? Let's put it that way.
No, we do not.
What is he
And-
trying to create again? What caused the cataclysm?
sort of
No one completely knows.
yeah, some kind of bomb of sorts.
Yeah, we don't completely know what happened. One thing I know is that from the librarian, the archaeologist, is that there was a gate between Earth and here. And when that gate was destroyed, it created that blasted area, and at the same time, I believe magic went out. So we're learning that there was at least two different things that may have happened. But yes, we just need to go and
Do we know of at least one item that he needs?
Not. Well, we know he needs that crystal.
Okay. Do we know
And
where
it
that's
seems like
located?
the island where he is most likely where that is.
My
Or
some of my spies did state that he has found the red gem. Now he's looking for the blue one. Has not come across it yet that I know of. But then again, like I said, none of my spies have returned from his island, so there is that. And
What
we're
is the
still
name
here,
of
so that
said
means
gem?
it's not blown up yet. So,
What's the name of the gem?
I mean, they don't necessarily have names.
Like, is it a? I'm assuming it's a powerful magic item.
It's, I mean, I guess you would call them weave crystals. The Soth have another name for them. Of course, as a DM, I don't recall what that is off the top of my head. Marcus, do you know what they're called? The little stones that the Sarts use to power the magic?
You talked about the flow stones.
Flow stones, yes, thank you. I mean, the smaller ones, Soth calls them flow stones. This one, of course, is larger, and they can't really use it in that manner, but I suppose you would call it a massive flow stone, if you will.
So if we were able to find one of these massive flow stones, perhaps I can create a bomb of sorts to destroy his island that he's on.
I'm sorry. I'm guessing I'm not quite explaining this to you properly. We're trying to stop him from creating a bomb himself, which is what he's after.
Right. But if I blow him up, he won't be able to make one.
I'm still thinking we're traveling around the wrong kind of circle here. If you create a bomb and you blow him up with said bomb that he's already trying to blow the world up with.
No, I was going to make a different type of bomb. Not a world-ending bomb, just an island-ending bomb.
It still affects the flow when you do.
Yes,
Where can we find it?
Well, I mean, if I knew that, I would have gone and took it myself and put it in hiding. Then I wouldn't have, tricked or, well, that's kind of a terrible word to use. I wouldn't have allowed myself to be followed quite so easily through the gate. Yeah, that works.
So you tricked us into coming here?
Oh, I didn't say you had to follow me. Matter of fact, I don't recall even saying to follow me. Oh, the fact that you even overheard the conversation between me and Roderick.
Well, we're right there.
Oh, were you? Didn't notice you outside that window.
Yes, I'm sure.
And you can give an insight check if you want, but he's obviously got
no.
He's got the Cheshire Cat grin going, and
I call bullshit.
I don't know what that is. But sure, we'll go with that. Now, mind you, I do believe you still have a few more steps to make before you are able to deal with him up front and personal. If I'm not mistaken, you've already dealt with him up front and personal once, and it didn't turn out too well. That is right. That he did stop by and see you. Well, that was before we even came. Before you even came here, wasn't it? So
yes.
You had met him before you even, unbeknownst to yourselves, took off on the quest.
But he kind of ran away on the second time.
Well, I think most of us were unconscious after the second time. I don't think he ran away.
Tomato, tomato.
The reason for the Arcana roll,
Okay.
blue stones are enchantment and red are evocation. I don't know if that helps you, Bobus.
It might. Should I do an Arcana check?
I mean, you can. Let's see if it registers in your circuits.
Now that I explained the color difference, would that give me an advantage?
I'll allow it.
Yay.
So that way when you fail miserably, you'll understand why. No, you're fine. I don't know what that'll garner you as far as information is concerned, but what were you looking to try to find out?
If
Well,
okay.
oh, I was going to say, evocation is one of the two magics that come from the Umbra Flow. I believe enchantment comes from. Shoot. Trying to remember. I think it comes from the life flow.
Okay.
With your 21 Arcana, we're going to say that you. Mind you, this is just me throwing bullshit out here as far as the game's concerned. It's nothing for those watching. This is not canon for the actual World of Zalthai. But
Right.
the flows, if they're put into a feedback loop, it'll be like putting a 9-volt battery together backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And with a crystal that size, the ramification to magic as well as the world itself could explain some of what Shadrach has mentioned up to this point.
Yeah, because the original War of Ruin is when the three flows got divided.
So
Yes,
we
and,
combined all three.
The Viva Flow. It's the Viva Flow.
Okay. And from my understanding, that also with that said explosion, devastation in the other world, your world where you came from, if I'm not mistaken, there was no such thing as magic in your world when you left? Am I correct in saying that?
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
But there is now. So apparently, with the explosion and after the darkness, magic apparently was introduced into that world. So I suppose with the splitting of the flows here, some of it bled over to there. And they, of course, don't call it the flows over there. They call it the weave or something along those lines. But it works pretty much the same way.
So what happens if we combined all three back together?
I'm sure, depending upon how it's done, would be extremely catastrophic, and it won't be just a small area that'll be destroyed.
So that's what he's trying to do, I guess.
Well,
my
think
understanding
of it
is
this
just,
way. It's easier to destroy than it is to create.
Right. Okay.
well, anyway, I do believe you guys have this handled. Let me see. I bring you guys over to where I'm at now and show you what he's trying to show you. So, illusionary map on the table. This is the island in which I was referring to that I've been sending spies to and none have made it back. There should be a yellow line pointing to an island off the coast of where you're currently at.
Yes.
You guys are currently pretty much right here.
Okay.
So, yes, that from my understanding, from any information I've found relating to him and his dragon, they tend to reside there. Once again, surrounded by a mist that's permeates from the island itself. I don't know if it's a magical device in which he's created or found or using. It makes it hard to find the island. And, of course, like I said, any spies I've sent have not made it back out. I do know that currently Valanth and Pendula apparently are flying over the wilderness and is trying to locate I'm assuming you, since they destroyed the city that you left. Lord Remington was last seen amassing his undead in the city, but I'm assuming you've already taken care of him. At least last reports, he's not been heard from
Yes.
within the last 3 weeks. The assassin, of course, one Axel Razor, is the head of the Assassin's Guild. They're keeping the head under for a while. They've not peeked out. Mind you, if you do run into them, they are a vampire lord, so please keep that in mind. And of course, you've already met Draconis, who is the name the Death Knight is currently going by. I don't believe that's his birth name. I believe his birth name in this world was Lord Megal.
Do you have a location on the map of where each one was last seen?
Oh yes, and he points to the city, of course. This is where Remington was, but as I've said, we've already discussed that. The druid and the ranger have both been seen flying around this area, trying to find, I'm assuming, any actual signs of you. Periodically, of course, stopping back in that burnt city, and I'm assuming Pendula is deciding to eat whatever's remaining there. I think they've kept some of the citizens alive and are using them as livestock. Mind you, the druid Pendula has the ability to take on draconic form, and she loves to play with her food in that form. Valanth, who is a ranger, I believe is what you call him, travels and uses her almost like a mount. They're inseparable. I'll be honest with you, I believe they're an item, if you will. I don't think there's any more information I can have beyond that.
The Death Knight is in the Misty Mist right here.
When he's not searching around for the item in question, yes. Oh, and
So what you're saying is we got to go back to this forest. We got to go back to the forest.
if you're looking to find the other two, I will say.
But also,
go ahead.
This is where it's possible that that stone is. So yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're looking for you. They may be on orders from him to try to find the stones. The stone. Like I said, I don't know which color he currently has. Oh, and yes, watch out for the crazed T-Rex that likes to roam out there in the jungles as well.
Yes.
I believe, well, you know what, I don't know much about your old school films. Not many of your, what's the word you call yourselves? Earthlings? Were alive or around during that time period.
I prefer pimp, but yes.
Pimp. What is that? What is a pimp? I might ask. I've heard that phrase before in some writings I may have found along the way.
You may refer to it as a madam. This is the male version. I'm a pimp. A peddler of flesh, if you will.
Yes.
Just flesh. Is that all you peddle?
Well, if I can make some money on it, I'll peddle whatever you need.
Intriguing. I already have an arrangement with my lady friend in Darkenhaven. Maybe I can make the same arrangement with you. I am a collector.
Sure, I'm all up for making money. We make money together.
Well then, if you come out, he pulls something out and slides it over to you. And it looks like a contract. You make a contract with me that you'll sell me any tidbits of information that I might deem valuable, and I will definitely pay you handsomely for them. You can be my information broker on this side of the world. And your line of business, much like my associate in Darkenhaven as a very prime business to garner information. If you think you call it pillow talk.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Of course, I'll read the contract before I go signing on the dotted line.
Contract states. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go on.
All right. Contract states that you are contractually obligated to sell any information that you garner from your clientele to Shadrick alone. And he will pay you a sum equivalent to the value of the information. Like, if one of the information is like, oh, so-and-so sleeping with such and such, okay, good. But if it's like mine, so-and-so is paid a hitman to take out this particular noble for this particular reason, depending upon how elaborate the information is, depends upon how much money you'll make off of it. Doesn't seem to have anything well hidden, but it does.
Pretty straightforward.
Give me an Arcana check.
Uh-oh. Because I'm good at these. Yeah.
Look at you.
Bam!
Looking over this contract, it seems like a straight up contract of just you sell the information to him. As you're looking this over, you kind of feel that this is a magical contract, which pretty much is almost like a guys. So once you sign it, you can't sell that information to anybody but him. And you can't act on that information unless...
Oh, I don't like that. How about he gets first pick?
First pick.
Yeah.
So, what if I purchase said information from you and you decide to sell it to somebody else as well?
No. Once you buy, that's yours.
Well, then, sign the contract.
Make the change.
He snaps his fingers and the words jumble and change.
That he gets first pick.
That you get the information, you bring it to him first. If he doesn't find it viable, he won't pay for it.
Okay.
But you might find somebody else that might find it viable, they might pay for it.
Gotcha. That sounds a little better. We'll go with that. All right, I'll sign my name.
He pulls out a quill, and as he goes to hand it to you, pricks your finger with it. There you go.
Now, am I signing my government name, or are we signing the Reverend?
You'll sign the name that you go by here in this world.
I'll sign that. The Reverend Pimp Daddy Slim.
For that is the name that is your true name now, is it not?
Once I finish writing that name, I'll be like, no, that's the name I go by. And I'll hand him the quiver.
You say that, but as soon as you put the dot on it, the writing flares and turns from red to black.
Okay.
And he hits himself with it, writes his name on it, Shadrick Dagar, and it does the same. And as soon as he's done signing it, it bursts into flames and disappears.
Rev, here's a piece of information he might be interested in. And I'm doing a minor illusion just in my hand with a name in it. And it says Marcus Scott. See if you would like to know the name of our Death Knight friend.
So, speaking of money, we may or may not have his real name. His government name, if you will.
This word
His name from Earth.
sounds weird.
Came from Earth.
I guess that could be considered useful.
So how much we talking?
He snaps his fingers and a little bag appears in front of you. That should be enough.
I'll open it and be like, how much is this supposed to be?
You got about 200 gold. No, 2,000 gold in there.
I will count it. It's not that I don't trust you or not, but being the dock elf and all. 1, 2.
I'm sorry. Was that a jab towards my?
Oh Lord, no. It's just like I just keep hearing stuff. It's just horrible stereotypes I keep hearing. Not you. I'm sure you're a good person.
Oh no. Might as well keep up with the stereotypes because we've earned them for a reason.
And I'll give him the name once it's correct. The amount was correct.
Yeah, the amount's correct. Huh. Well, at least now I know his true name, so if I do run into him, I can actually use it maybe to bide me some time. Was there anything more that you need from me?
No, that helps.
No, I got something. Can we have something so we can contact you a little more easy? Because you a tough son bitch to find, that's all I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for that.
Being a dark elf and all, I get it.
Yeah, no, that's not the reason. Dark elves are easy to find if you turn over the right rocks. Tell you what.
I mean,
Sure.
we get some ruby red slippers, click our heels together 3 times and say your name, or you like Beetlejuice, like what we doing?
There's an interesting phrases you're using. I don't understand any of them. Let's see. How about this? He reaches in his pouch and he pulls out a device. And I say device. It hooks over the ear and has a piece that goes into the ear. I found these on your world. A group that I ran into at one point in time was using them to communicate with each other. Here. Use this. And it's the size of an earbud that just hooks on the top of your ear. And it's an ear-based communicator.
Okay. Now, mind you, Reverend, even like when he was in, this is technology beyond him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's used to the bag phone. Like the Nokia 1060. Like, that's what he's got here. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, 96. That would be Zach Morse phones and shit. Like, that's what he's, like, looking at here. And he's like,
So Austin comes walking back in. He's got a bag that has chicken and other things, and comes up on to the table and goes, boom, and it just falls out of the bag that he's carrying. I got real food and dinner here. What y'all talking about?
I think we're nearly done.
Wait, I just got back.
you got fried chicken.
Yeah.
I love fried chicken.
It ain't KFC, but it's still good.
Well, I prefer the Popeyes, but that's besides the point. Let's do it to
To
it.
who?
I still have a lot to learn from you. Anyway.
No, you
I didn't know
really don't.
Popeyes and Bluto had chicken.
Not. You know what? You're right. They didn't.
Here's the chicken. I got you your own chicken, even though it's probably as big as you.
I will be like, bye, Mr. Shady Dick, and I will.
He just shakes his head when you say that.
Thank you.
Well, that's I would have got you something, but it just goes right through you.
Yes, it does.
And you don't eat, and the rabbit ain't here. But he don't like the chicken. He likes that green shit. Vegetables.
Vegetables.
So
once you say that you're
where we
finished, he doesn't seem to be sitting at the table anymore.
God damn, that son of a bitch.
He's an elusive son of a bitch.
Shady Dick, where are you?
Time for us to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my chicken.
I mean, it doesn't take long after he disappears that the guy that was at the door is like, I'm sorry, but you're not allowed to bring outside food in here. If you would please
Okay.
be so kind as to pay your tab and leave.
Shady Dick paid the dad. And I get up, put the stuff in the bag, and I leave.
Don't know who Shady Dick is supposed to be, but no one has paid your tab yet.
Oh,
Rev?
the ghost.
I'm not a bit.
No.
How much is the
Yes.
tab?
Yes.
How
Well,
much is
I mean,
the tab?
there was two 300 gold valued bottles of wine. There were 3 meals at 50 gold apiece.
What? Okay, that's a little excessive. So
And of course, tip for your server, which
I ain't tipping nobody.
Our server ran away.
Yeah, so no tip for him.
Hey, Red, give him a free pass.
Yeah, there you go.
What's
You want
his?
to go get your dick wet? There you go. Free tab. Just come. So 600, 750 is what I owe you then, right?
Well, that is the amount on your tab minus
All right,
the
there you
tip,
go.
of
And
course.
the 2,000, I'll take 750 and give it to him. There you go.
But wait, there's hair in this food, though, as he plucks from Austin and drops it in the food.
Yes,
I
you
walked
do
through
realize I just watched you do that, right?
I
You
would
think you
walk
did.
through- I'm going to walk through the table. I'm going to walk through other tables. I'm just leaving this place by the straightest route.
As we're walking out, Reverend be like, come to the boneyard. We'll be opening up in about a week.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
About a
We'll be
week,
opening but we'll be opening up in about a week. Come on, we're over at the slums. We're taking it over for you people.
And now, as you're saying this, there's like at least 5 noblewomen harumphing, going, well, I never. That is ridiculous.
But your husbands have.
Better not.
Listen,
I'll
listen,
take
you
him
can
for
come
all his
check
worth
it
and
out.
then
You
cut
can
his balls
rough
off
it
at the
for a
same time.
minute. You can rough it for a minute, if you know what I mean.
Well, to one of the women, I think the guys there can probably satisfy you more than your husband.
Oh, I guarantee it.
That's what
And then
they
I'm
get
going to
paid for.
continue my way out.
Cold drinks. You can see it. It could be pitch black outside. You can see it from the mountaintops. I guarantee it.
And as you step out, you actually do see a bright section of the sky in that general direction, because nothing else is lit up the same way.
So I'll swing the doors up and be like, look, there it is. It calls to you. Do you see it? It's coming from the distance. In a week's time, come check it out.
So can you please step out of the doorway so I can close the door?
I will. But look at it. I'll grab him.
Slam.
And point. Damn it. Well, how rude.
I'll tap the guy on the shoulder. Can I leave?
Yes,
place
very
to
much
go?
so. You and your friends can definitely go. He opens the door again, and as soon as you step through, slams it again.
Trust me, we'll never be back.
I don't
Yes,
think
I
we'll be
am.
allowed back. Actually, we paid our tab. We paid in full. So,
All right, what are y'all doing?
Going back.
So, do we know where we're going now? Because,
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Well, we could go back to the house, eat.
I don't
Yes.
move there. Y'all had to talk with that crazy elf. Where we going?
Well, there's an island just to the west of us.
Nope, no islands.
Oh, here's something you might like. There's apparently a crazed dinosaur that's roaming outside the city that we can hunt down, kill, and you can eat.
Okay, let's go.
that sounds like a plan to me. We can do that. And apparently there's a druid and a ranger that, it's the ones that burned up that city. We can deal with them.
What city?
Didn't they build? Didn't we see
Fat
them burn?
Bastard City.
He didn't have no city. He had a castle.
There was a city
What?
or a little town around it.
Yeah, the
Not there anymore.
Yeah.
village of the skinny people
The people that were stopping.
that ate the rest of fat bastards.
Oh, that place. I didn't think he owned it. I mean, why would he own it? He owned the castle.
He was supposed to be the mayor of it, I guess.
Right. So he don't own shit.
And we need to go back there.
I don't know. That's what I've been
Well, we
asking
need to-
y'all. Y'all tend to
Right.
talk.
That's
think
where we're
we
going.
need to explore to see if we can find this gem or something.
Thank God the bunny's showing up. You missed the freaking dinner. I swear to God. They had little plates or big plates with a lot of what you would have loved, lettuce and other crap, and this little bitty piece of meat. Charged just 50 gold.
Kind of glad I missed it then.
But we did
No.
see the shady one.
We
Shady-
met with Shady.
Oh,
Shady
here,
Dick?
Here, try this. Try this. Try this. Here, have a sip.
What?
Have a sip.
Okay, yeah, just takes it.
It looks like a beer stein.
Yeah, it just
and it's-
doesn't question it, just downs it.
Yeah. You down it,
Yeah.
and it tastes like a pretty halfway decent ale,
Yeah.
Hey, watch this. And I put it down.
and you can actually see it fill back up almost like there's a tube underneath it, filling it full of meat again.
Oh, that's a
I
bad
got that
idea.
from Shady Dick. I'll give him props.
So,
Is it- Any non-magical liquid.
No, he did not say that.
That's what I want to
He
be
did not
very,
say that. And
very
thank you for
clear.
saying that.
very, very clear on what this
So-
item can do.
I haven't tried to put a potion of healing in it yet.
So Dan, is what I wrote to you okay?
Okay, hold on. I didn't know you wrote me. I was watching you guys and not watching the screen.
Hey, Curtis.
I was waiting till you guys got done with Shady Dick.
Oh, good. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, no, I joined while you guys were talking about the island and stuff, and I wrote down how much gold you got from giving him info and stuff.
right.
So
You guys, what do you guys? Do you
we
go
need
back
to-
to the
we need to
We go
minus.
back.
We need to minus 31,500 gold from our stores.
oh, okay, so 31,000 is gone.
You missed
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do now have
We
a
had
three.
it.
You do now have a 3-story, very bright fucking building that has rooms for each one of the employees to stay in, as
Plus
well as
our-
you
plus
guys.
each one of us has a room.
If you
We-
check Discord, you'll see all the interior decorations of it.
Yep.
Um,
We still have
and
money.
it was built from scratch with a basement
Mhm.
or cellar, as you will, that has a secret door leading into the underground dwelling you guys just
Cleared out.
cleared out. Yeah, whatever the words.
Plus, we have indoor plumbing.
And electricity, apparently.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Of course, now you know your tailor has a new sewing machine as well.
Yes.
I made a plow.
All right, so you guys are back at the brothel,
The boneyard.
discussing things. Back at the boneyard, discussing things with Mason, who was unable to make it to dinner because he was busy taking care of feeding the.
Lots of people
We have
feed. Lots of people to feed.
inspirations.
Too many people.
Yep, you're busy doing that.
Yeah.
So
I say we go hunt down the ranger and the druid.
What?
Remember that big
Who?
flying thing that flew over us? That destroyed the city?
The undead dragon thing?
No,
No,
that's the Death Knight dude.
Yeah. This
You're
is the
talking
other
about
one.
another one.
Yes. That's the druid. And apparently, their lover rides it all the time.
Are you talking about the
Um,
possible dragons behind us that the tree ants were running away from?
Yeah, the one that burnt down the Bastard City.
Why would we want to go deal with that?
Because they're apparently lieutenants of the Death Knight. And they're hunting for
and they're
us.
looking for something. Maybe us.
Hmm.
And then there's a dinosaur running around outside.
Oh, so that's such a great idea as well.
I'm thinking more food for you to make.
We've got a mimic.
You have a pet mimic?
No. Well, yes, no ish. You have a thing on your shoulder there.
Why's that in the way?
The construct you made thing?
Oh, you're talking about the
Daddy?
homunculus.
Yeah, what'd you name it?
Dollar Flow.
Yeah, that's right.
I say, we're not gonna be open for at least a week. So, it's a 3-day journey to get back on foot, right?
Mhm.
To get back to the city. So if we got mounts, we can cut that at least in half, a day and a half to get back, right?
Something like that, yeah.
So we get there, I guess we're going to deal with those guys. We actually need some info. We need to talk. We need to not kill one. We need to have information.
Well, so you're talking about the lieutenants of, someone else.
The Death Knight, who can refer to as Emo Thanos.
Okay, so Emo Thanos. But there's also the vampires that were chasing us as well, allegedly. So I'm sure that those are a thing still.
They're kind of lying low right now.
So we have 3 things there. Do we have the Death Knight on the radar as well, or is he just kind of
We know where he's
in
at.
the corner?
We know where he's
Yeah.
at.
Oh, that's bad news, but I'm sure that's great news as well.
He's on an island. And he's not interested in talking.
All right.
Yeah. But if you look at the map, that's where he's at. And
Yeah.
we are here.
Yeah.
We need to go, was it in the woods here or
Right.
up north?
He said it was in the woods.
Okay.
So,
As you guys
that's
are discussing this and having this nice long conversation,
Mm-hmm.
the sky lights up. And you hear what could only be considered an alarm bell go off.
Uh-oh.
danger,
Uh-uh.
Will Robinson, danger, that we're talking about here.
Go outside and take a gander.
boy.
Yeah, there's a huge fire in the Noble District.
Oh, good. Okay. Maybe this will become the new one.
For those who actually went to dinner, you're certain it might be where you guys had dinner this evening.
Ooh. If that's the case, I go try to help them out.
Alright, I will follow.
Sure, let's go.
Do we give a shit about that?
No, I want to get my money back.
I figure that's what you were doing.
The truth is, Mason, no.
But 3 of us do, I guess. But we don't. But we're going.
Oh, if y'all want to go for it.
There's a fire outside. There's possibly people we can exploit. Let's go. I mean, help.
Corpses to loot.
Yeah. So you get there and you see the basic bucket brigade throwing water on this building that is completely engulfed in flames. There's nobody in it, or at least by passing, you find out that nobody actually lives in the building when it's closed. It just was closed. And nobody knows exactly how the fire started. Just know that it started somewhere in the back. They're not certain if somebody left the cooking fire in the back going in the makeshift oven, but exact reasons nobody has been able to check yet. They're still trying to put it out.
I'm going to go with them.
All right. What level are you guys right now?
8.
8.
I imagine we're probably
is
close
there
to
anything like? Oh, is there anything like marshmallows in this world?
One, two,
I imagine we're probably pretty close to the highest level in this city. I imagine.
I'm just doing it for other reasons.
I'd like to gander and see if there's anybody that seems to be standing out.
And
You know,
what do you mean by standing out?
Some arsonists like to stand in the crowd to watch their work.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Some people like to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Is the guy that was really snooty to me anywhere near the area?
You don't see him. Well, I mean, with Bubba's perception, you don't see him.
Okay.
And Bubba's, you'll notice a lot of people running around trying to put the fire out. The only ones you see, I guess, standing around would be you guys.
Okay. So no shadows in the.
Not that you could pick
darkness.
up with the 23.
Okay.
Hey, I said good luck, and I turn around and walk away. I mean, unless they want me to. I have been drinking a lot. I could go piss on the fire. Now I put some of it out.
I mean, that's up to you. I was just letting you know that the building was burning.
Yep, I got you. No, I turn around and walk off.
Yeah. The only liquid I could throw on it to help it out is grease. But I think that cuts opposite effect.
Yeah.
Bubba's goes over to piss on it, and all of a sudden the flame starts going,
Oh my god!
Why is it burning when I pee?
I mean, we do have sovereign glue. We could just throw that in front of the bucket brigade.
So I have a question.
Yes.
This is a dumb question. This is in prep for us leaving.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to leave the boneyard unprotected. So, when we first came to this place, we got a dozen or so thugs that were on our side. Right?
The thugs were part of the other town.
No. Remember, we were right outside the town and they jumped us. Remember? And the Reverend screamed at them and, intimidated them down and stuff. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a small group, I think. You turned some of them in for a... that may have been the last town.
No, the only two we turned in was the two leaders.
And that wasn't the last
dozen of them. It was about 10 or 12 of them.
My memory's
I
shit.
thought that was at Bleak Yard.
That's what I thought, too.
Because they were part of the town. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we will take them in, air quotes, and pay you, silvers. Because they didn't care, because it's yeah, they're part of the town. Sure, well, because you rolled a really good persuasion to...
It's persuasion or intimidate. It's one of the two.
Yeah, they were
anyway,
part of the other town.
That group's not here. They're at the other town.
Okay.
Coming to this town, we were being chased by vampires the entire time.
Yeah.
Basically, I wanted to hire them as bodyguards for the thing, but we still have the two guys. Their contract's probably still up.
Skeletons.
Are we going to leave the skeletons? Because that's kind of,
Russ's
thing.
Well, that'd be a Russ question.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind leaving some of them. Some of them will go with us, but...
Yeah.
I mean, we can also just set up a contract at the Adventurers Guild and just have some people there. I'm sure that, slow hands or easy hands or smooth hands.
Something.
The Hand Sisters.
Yeah.
Will be able to handle it.
Right.
You should teach her how to be a dominatrix. Just.
Oh yeah. 10 or 12 guys show up. They're there to, protect the place,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, while we're gone.
Now,
What
with
was
my
that
tortures,
anime? There's an actual anime where the hero goes to this new town, and the guard tells him not to go to the Adventurers Guild, but he does anyway. And when he gets there, barely opens the door, and when he looks inside, the girl who handles the counter is dressed in dominatrix gear, and she's whipping another guy. And the guild master is some guy who's just nothing but muscles, and he's wearing a speedo.
Jesus. Okay.
Actually, watching that anime made me come up with a new magic item. It's called the Speedo of Holding.
The Speedo of Holding.
Yes, the front of the Speedo has an extra dimensional pocket that you can store stuff in.
Right.
But you have to reach inside to reach the hole.
That's awesome. I love that.
now, question: would my tortures kit help aid the teaching of dominatrix?
I mean, if you want to, it's up to you. Are you gonna you gonna request help from the guild?
Yeah.
Yes.
What exactly are you asking for in the pamphlet?
An indefinite contract, I would think, would be good.
Yeah.
And basically, they are like employees. So,
So you're just putting up a help wanted sign at the guild.
Ultimately, and like we reserve the right to fire at any time if they're not doing their duties, stuff like that. The normal
Okay, and what
stuff.
are you looking to pay? And how many do you need?
I would think with the size of the facility, I would think 10 or 12 guys.
10.
Because
all right.
And how much does everyone think is appropriate?
Well, what rank are you looking to get? Because that would probably determine the price.
We're ranked.
I mean, these are town guards.
we're still E rank because we've only done that one mission, and
D then maybe.
you can go one up above your rank.
So I guess D.
Well, I
So
mean,
E ranks could do that.
You guys ain't taking the job, right? You guys are just trying to get somebody to take the job.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So you want 10 at least D ranked adventurers.
Right. Well, we will take E rank if they have the appropriate,
By the way, I mean,
references.
What other missions are there?
Yeah, because we're going into the woods. Is there something that we can get while we're there?
Because
there's hunting missions.
Is there one for the T-Rex?
There is one for the T-Rex, but it's marked S rank, so you can't accept it.
But we can accept some of the other ones.
up to D.
There are 2 hunting quests. One's for give me a second. Let's see. For your level, I said you're 8s. There is one for a pack of boars led by a very large one. Let's see what kind of reward is asked for on that. Looks like if you take out the leader and bring in proof of dispatching for that one, you'll get 2,300 gold. If you bring in the ears from his pack, that'll be 450 gold. Let's see.
We'll take all of them.
I gotta bring this back up for you.
Now, question. If we so happen to kill the dinosaur anyways, would we be able to show proof and say, hey, we're out and about, came across this guy?
Right, like we might not be able to take it, but we can read the details of the mission and be like, okay.
Well, do you ask that question, or are you asking me as a DM?
Asking as a DM.
Well, as a DM, if you kill it, you kill it. But if you ask in character, the girl behind the counter will tell you that you'll have to prove that you had no other choice if you are able to defeat it outside your ranking.
Okay.
You're not going out there to hunt it because you're not allowed. Correct? You're not going out there to hunt it.
No, we're
No,
going to
That's
hunt
why
the
we taking all
boars.
these other ones.
Yeah. But if we happen to come upon us because, it may be wanting to eat the boars and us, and we have to kill it.
I mean, if you have no other choice, granted, the creature in question is definitely well outside your range. Personally, if it was my advice to you is to run when you see it, but sometimes you can't run, so I understand.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes you can't run.
There's another mission, of course, for a pack of wyverns. According to
Like I said, we'll just take them all.
yeah, according to the information on it, there are 4 wyverns that have been harassing a nearby farm.
Okay.
All right, and those are the 2 hunt ones you've got. And of course, the others are like collecting herbs, which are piddly on the pay.
Yeah, but I'll
Still, I mean, we can take them because, yeah.
Completing a mission, we need,
Yeah.
we need to anyway.
Yeah.
All right, where did I just put that one? All right, well there you go. That's the missions you have. Like I said, if you see the crazed T-Rex, my suggestion is run, but we've lost so many adventurers over the years who don't pay attention to my suggestions, so I will leave it at that.
I guess what we'll pay 50 gold. Is that enough for sitting around watching super hot women in scantily clad outfits?
Is
Walk
that a
around.
day or?
No, Lord have mercy. No.
Yeah, for how long is that for? I mean,
Which way too much. Well, this is indefinite. This is like you get a job.
well, you're not going to pay me 50 gold for a lifetime of work.
Oh no.
That's what I'm saying. Is it a
We'll
monthly
say
fee?
you break it up into like over the course of a month. It equals out to be 50 gold a month.
All
And
right.
you get paid every week.
Yep. Stipulations.
They have to be well versed in their craft, if you know what I mean. Like, you can't be Joe Schmo with like a pot, a tin hat and like his daddy's old sword, and he's like 11 years old. Like nothing like that kind of stuff. But like people that are
Okay. You want somebody who actually has some knowledge in combat and stuff, not
Right.
some kid that just shows up and is like, oh, hey, I want a job.
yeah
Guards / hunters.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Any other stipulations?
I guess we can give them benefits, maybe discounts, or
Yeah, of course. Yeah, discounts on provide food and water. If they want to buy a drink, they have like an actual drink. They got to pay for it.
Okay, so you're allowing drinking on the job?
No. Of course not. No. But like if he wants like
After hours.
after hours, of course he'll get a discount with.
Yeah, I'm more of what kind of guidelines do you have for them on the clock?
on the clock.
Yeah.
They're to defend the women. They're to defend the property.
But not to partake of any of the amendments there while they're on duty, correct?
While they're
Right.
on duty. When they're off duty, that's different.
Yeah.
They can
So I just want to make sure, you know, you don't want some guy who's on guard duty in there banging like one of the chicks and just falls out on the job because he's, you know, got no clothes on when somebody attacks.
Yeah. If we find out that he's not doing what he's supposed to do, he becomes part of. He becomes a new employee. uh, until he, you know, works off.
Okay, so you'll find them for breaking the rules.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I ain't gonna work for you. That's for damn certain. I don't know what kind of rules.
Well, as long as you're not diddling on the clock and drinking on the clock, you'll be all right. Oh, and if anybody doesn't pay, you know, of course, they're to deal with that. They're there to protect the girls. They are property, so they are company property. They're there to protect them, stuff like that.
All right, so you got that covered.
Yeah.
And you've taken you took the 2 jobs, correct?
Right.
Yep.
There was the boars, the wyverns, the herbs.
Yeah, boar mission, wyvern mission, and
The miscellaneous, like
miscellaneous herb
herbs.
mission. Like
Yeah.
they want you to find different kind of. It's like a local alchemist is running low on their supply, and she'd like for you to pick up. Some
I have herbalism, so
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
That one only pays. I told you the price for the boars.
Right.
That's 2,300.
That's for the head of the pack, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
An extra 450
400.
for every ear. Left ear.
For every
left
ear.
ear.
Left
For
ear.
every left ear of the boars you bring in, you'll get 450 added onto it. For the wyvern, give me a second to bring that up. You're looking at that being a little bit more difficult of a job. Actually ends up being ranked above your current rank, but since it's 1 rank above, you're able to take it. You're
So
looking
it's a
at
D rank.
yeah. You're looking at 2,300 gold per wyvern tail you bring in.
How many missions do we have to do before we can rank up?
You've only done how many?
1.
1.
And we have to do 4 a month to keep our guild rank unless we have to pay a fine.
Yep, and you guys are at the end of the month, so you're running pretty close on needing to do that. Once you complete these 3 missions, pretty much based on the way how tough they seem to be, you'll be evaluated and determined whether or not you'll go up a rank then.
Cool.
That's done. That's done. All right, got that one done.
We need horses. Or riding animals, let's put it that way.
I do not need one. I'm faster than the horse.
I am not.
And I'll be summoning a phantom steed.
I'm not faster than the Phantom Steed.
Oops. Oh, whatever. So, riding horses. Who's wanting to buy them?
I'll do a pack mount with a wagon.
Okay.
Because we are going to need to be bringing back the tails. And those are going to be bigger.
Say
Yeah.
cart's going to cost you, if you want to buy the cart, it's going to be 15 gold for the cart. I guess if you want to buy 2 ponies to pull the cart, you're looking at 30 gold per pony. Anybody else want? Actually, you'll probably want a draft horse to pull the cart, won't you?
Yeah.
That would be better.
So you'll go with 50 gold per draft horse. Anybody else looking for a horse to ride on their own?
I'll get a mastiff.
All
I'll get
right.
a riding dog, basically.
Yeah, 25 gold for your riding dog. Of course, you'll need.
All the accoutrements.
Yep.
I get you.
Riding, 10 gold for the saddle.
Yeah, because I got a specialty saddle, don't you?
Well, I just said a riding saddle, but If you want to be something more exotic, it'll be 60 gold. But I figure there's enough, like, halflings and small races that they have a typical saddle for riding on smaller animals. So,
Right.
10 gold for that. Did you want a cart or a wagon?
I was thinking of wagon because.
Okay, so you're looking at 35 gold for that.
Okay. That way we can get the pelts, the meat.
Yeah, because a cart's small. It's not going to
Yeah.
carry very much.
I'll probably then just, ride in the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we just have the one riding dog, one cart, and the draft horses to pull the cart. A wagon. I'm sorry, not cart.
Yeah.
So Mason, you gonna ride on the wagon too, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, grand total, how many draft horses you want to pull the wagon?
With all that meat, we'll probably have to do 2.
All right, you're looking
So,
at 135 total for that. That's the horses.
I'll get my own because of where I've got the money.
So
there.
you're doing the Mastiff, so you're looking at about 35.
41 for everything that I want. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Because I'm getting bit and bridle. I'm assuming I'll have to have that. Saddlebags.
All right.
The riding saddle and the dog itself. So 41.
Excellent. There you go. And you're about to head on out. Anything else you want to pick up any other provisions before you leave the city to go on this hunt?
We do have healing potions and stuff.
I believe we have a couple.
I don't know. I think we have a couple, but that's not a lot. Y'all have been primarily relying on my spells.
Okay.
I don't have any in my inventory.
Which that's up to you guys. You want to keep that up. I mean, his healing spell is a little unconventional, but it works.
Yeah.
I
Austin,
can
you
heal
wanna
myself
try
a
that?
bit.
Huh?
I was asking Austin if you want to try the tanker with the healing pot.
Huh?
You know how your tanker fills up with the last liquid that was in there?
Yeah.
Do you want to test it out with the healing potion real quick, or?
No.
Okay, fine.
You got any dwarven mead?
Actually, I do have another slot available that I haven't used. Oh no, I did use it. Never mind. I was gonna make you another tankard.
Hey, if you go find me some dwarven mead, we can try to see if the potion of healing thingamajigger you're talking about will work. But until then, the shit we got in here is good.
I have an elixir. I have an elixir of health.
Okay. What does that do?
I don't know.
Does it heal?
Mm.
So,
Does it taste good?
Dan,
What?
where do they dump dead horses?
Are you gonna get skeletal horses instead of regular horses?
Yeah, they.
when you drink this potion,
They
it
take
cures
it to
any
the-
disease affecting you, and it removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poison condition.
They you ask and they say, well, we usually send them to the butcher to be processed to turn into
Oh, good. Thank you.
feed for, I guess, some of the hounds in the area. I guess.
Oh, no, that's perfect. I go to the butcher and buy a whole bag of horse bones.
I don't have any idea what you want the bones for, but we do use it to make some sort of solvents, adhesives. But I'm sure you can buy, I guess, these bones for 2 gold, right? Yeah, that works. 2 gold. That'll do.
I do have a little. Actually, I'll need to go get my skeleton to get the money off of him. I don't carry things around.
That's
But
He's like,
I will.
oh, that's why you're buying it, whatever you set the price.
I need a mount.
don't have any legs. I hate to tell you this, and so how are you going to control your mount?
Oh, that's easy.
You know what? Doesn't matter. The sale's a sale, I suppose, and
Yes.
he pockets the 2 gold you give him.
Yes, and I take the bones out and I make myself a skeletal steed.
There is what? There was an item you guys got in another game. Kurt, it was a mug that you could. It's alcohol in it, and when you drink it, it heals you.
Yes. I know what you're talking
Was
about.
that out of the? I can't remember what it was called. I was just trying to look it up to see what it did. I couldn't remember. I know I gave it to you guys. It's in one game.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
How much do greater potions of healing cost?
150.
150. And normal healing potions is 50.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Tankard of some sort, I believe, is what it was called.
Yeah, I can't find it in the regular magic items.
Tankard of Plenty, or Bottomless Tankard. There is also the Tankard of Endless Ale.
Well, that's what he has right now is a tankard of endless ale, with a little bit of a tweak to it.
Yeah.
But I knew there was one that actually gave you like a minor healing when you drank it.
And I think you could only possibly use it once or so many times a day.
Yeah, but it existed. I was just trying to figure out what it was.
Do we want to sell the legendary giant strength potions?
Are you talking about the Amulet of Drunkard?
Was that
That's
it?
probably what it was, yeah. Amulet of the
Yeah.
Drunkard.
It's an amulet you wear every time you drink. You gain 44 plus 4 hit points.
Where's
How many
that
times
at?
can you do that?
Once a day.
And it's not in the DMG, so
It's on D&D Beyond.
okay, so it's something from a different book altogether. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail. I was curious. I knew I'd given it something similar to you. I just can't remember what it was. All right. So what else do you guys need to purchase?
I purchased 8 potions of healing and 4 potions of greater potions of healing.
We got money.
I had money.
Yeah, we have some money. It's just, what do we want to spend it on?
Yeah, most of the money is with everyone else. I have 5 gold on one of my skeletons.
I have 3 silver.
So
Well,
we
Lenny's always taking my gold.
I never gave the money back.
yeah,
Like the 3 I
Yeah.
just kept it. And when he
Yeah.
gave me the 2,000, I was like, awesome, pocket. And then,
Yeah.
that's what I did. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I have no money whatsoever.
I'm sitting at 2,531 after I bought what I was going to buy.
yeah. So we
And I bought the riding it, the dog, and I bought all that myself.
have
What about the-
2,342 gold right now.
What about
Party-wise.
the ring of spell storing? Are we keeping it, getting rid of it, or
I think that was being kept.
okay?
I think that'd be useful.
I
We have
potions that I've made. I got 2 potions of lightning resistance. I've got 1 invisibility potion. I got 1 potion of Owl's Wisdom. It's concentrated. It's got 2 drinks in it. I've got a potion of Bear's Endurance. It's a concentrate. Has 2 drinks in it. I've got oil of slipperiness. I've got a potion of fire giant strength, elixir of health, and a potion of water breathing.
yeah. So you wrote down some of the stuff that I have as well.
Right.
So it's like, what of those do we want to keep or sell? Like all
Then,
the
of course,
fire
I've got
giant, the giant strength stuff.
8 healing potions and 4 greater healing potions.
The horseshoes of speed. I'm sure we'd probably.
Well, you can now use them on something. You actually have 3 mounts that can actually use them.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd put it on the wagon mounts.
Yeah.
That would be a little messed up to have one with the horseshoes of speed and the other one without.
It's faster. Yeah.
Why are we
Now,
going around in circles?
We have a bunch of gems.
The healing
that's the thing.
ointment that I can make, it don't heal hit points. It's just like, it's a disease thing, right?
No. It's like the Kyogre or whatever the hell it's called.
Ointment.
Kyogen's ointment.
Yeah, give me a second. I will actually look it up.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Y'all decide what to keep, what to sell. I know the chainmail I ate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we don't have that anymore. But y'all are my sugar daddies, so.
We could probably figure out what to sell later on.
Yeah.
So, you create a glass jar about 3 inches in diameter containing 1d4 plus 1 doses of thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe. The jar and its contents weighs about half a pound. As an action, 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. Creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
Can I see if I can make some more of that while they're figuring this out?
Sure can. You probably make a bunch of it and hand it out to the girls.
Yeah. That's for them, because, you know.
Big Daddy gave us this lotion to use.
I don't know, is a 14 enough?
You can make 1 jar.
1 jar.
Yeah. Give me give me the D4 roll. No.
Oh, shit. Not 4d4.
I said the D4. So you have 3 doses in this jar.
3 doses. I'll do that as healing ointment 3x dose. And it heals 2d8.
Plus 2.
Anybody need any toothpaste? I can make that too. And that gives me 3 points, right?
It was a success, so yes.
3 points.
Don't forget, guys, to take in your successes for your skill checks you've done this evening.
Yep.
I did.
And let's take 4 points of role play points for this evening.
Okay.
Everybody had fun. We are going to stop here. You guys, throughout the week, if you can think of anything else you'd like, supply-wise, before you head out to this hunt that you're not hunting for the T-Rex.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not hunting for the T-Rex.
Yes and no.
So you've got the next week to determine what that would be. We'll be back next week for that. We should be back Monday, of course, for our Mutants and Masterminds game. It should be our finale. Hopefully schedules work out well enough for that to be the case. And then we'll be back on Wednesday for our Mutants and for our organized play. Since sports ball and certain teams did not make it so far, we're on schedule. And we'll be back here Saturday for some more of this.
Sweet.
So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we are in this adventure called Life Together. So please keep the golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. With that, have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
And we have no game tomorrow, right?
Right. That's pretty much gone. So.
Okay.